Here we go. Let me get this started up onto YouTube. On the Instagram. What's good, YouTube? Welcome in. Awesome. We're all set up here. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another watch party. UFC watch party, that is. Josh Emmett versus Lerone Murphy. Fight night in Vegas. Yeah, prelims, they've been all right. The last fight, Dayon Barbosa getting it done by sub in the first round. That was dope for my parlay. I also took Rice McKee as the underdog pick there. He got it done in the first round knockout. Loma, the Thailand chick, she got it done. Didn't bet that fight. Victor Henry, also on my parlay. Martin Boudet, also on my parlay. So we're doing pretty good so far. But time to get into the main card. This is where the real bread's made. This is where the parlays hit or they don't. And we're starting it off with a banger, guys. I'm so pumped for this fight. I'm legit so pumped up for this fight. Emmett or Lerone Murphy, who do you got? Well, Indy, I will break that fight down before it happens. So make sure if you're watching the card, come back to the live when that fight happens. I am leaning towards Murphy to get it done, though. I think he could find a finish as well. We will see how that fight goes. I do like Josh Emmett, and I'll give you my breakdown on that in a bit. But to start us off, Torres Finney versus Robert Valentine or Valentine, not really sure, to be quite honest. Robert Valentine, runner-up on Ultimate Fighter season 32, 36, or 32, I believe. Looked good. Lost in the finals to Rob Loader, I believe. So, yeah, this is his second fight in the UFC, and this is Torres Finney's first fight in the UFC. Undefeated prospect here, as Lerone Murphy is the only other undefeated prospect on this card. Torres, actually, that is untrue. I'm just spitting cap right now. There is Luis Gurel versus Ode Osborne, the second fight. He is also an undefeated prospect. But I'm excited for this one. Torres Finney looks good. He got his 3-fight wins on the Contender Series, finally landing him that contract. If you guys don't know, he had to fight 3 times in Dana White Contender Series to get him a contract into the UFC. Kind of nuts. Are you on Emmett? I'm not, dude. I'm taking Lerone Murphy probably. But you never know. If the night's going how the night could go, maybe we'll flip on that. Take Emmett knockout. We'll see. Probably not, though. I want you guys to win money on this live stream for once. Torres Finney, does he gas out UFC debut? Or does he just totally ragdoll 6'2" Robert Valentine? I'm not too sure on this one. I was thinking of how is Torres Finney going to get this done? I don't think he's going to knock him out with a body slam. I don't think he's necessarily going to outstrike Valentine. I think it's a tough striking match. Yeah, Torres Finney might just try to spam takedowns, try to spam clinch time, try to spam that control time. I don't think he's going to submit Valentine here. I don't think Valentine's ready to get submitted. I think Valentine could do something tricky if he's on his back, maybe get an arm bar. He's not going to get the neck. That's for sure of Torres Finney. Look at this guy. He's an absolute unit. If I was just going off the eye test, I'd probably pick Torres Finney. But in my parlays, the one that I would need to hit or want to hit the most is Robert Valentine by decision. Plus 1,000. Plus 1,000. The books don't really have this fight going to decision. And I'm thinking if it does go to decision, it's probably Finney from all the control time, right? But let's just say this fight stands on its feet. Robert Valentine doesn't get taken down. He stuffs the takedowns. Finney's got a chin. He could take shots. He could eat shots. I just think Valentine's the sharper play here. Plus 350. He could even find the finish maybe. I don't feel confident as I did when I first broke down this fight. I'm on the hype train of Torres Finney. If you look at my personal page, Cody Talks IF, I took Finney. I believe in Finney. I want Finney to get it done. He's a fan of the page. He's been on our podcast. He's done interviews. So here at Inside Fighting, we love Torres Finney. We love Torres Finney. But I just don't feel the most confident putting my bread on Torres Finney. Not yet, at least. He needs to prove something in his debut spot here, I think. So, first start of the main card, Torres Finney, Robert Valentine. I'm going to take Robert Valentine. I hate it, but I'm going to take him. He's already got his cobwebs off. He's fought in the UFC before. He lost a big fight, you know. So he's already had to go through that kind of defeat. And this is a decent matchup for him. Never been tested. Prospect Torres Finney. We'll see how this fight goes. I predict it to just be standing and banging, where Valentine's going to land the more effective, deadly strikes, kick the shit out of his calf, throw way more kicks. I don't think Torres Finney's going to throw one kick. Valentine's going to throw 50. You know what I mean? He's going to stuff 5-6 takedowns. He might get taken down in the first, but he's going to stuff the rest. I just think the more and more I think about this fight, plus 350. I know it says plus 225, but at my book, it's plus 350. That's too far of a spread to not take it on somebody's debut. As big as he is, he could gas out so hard. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty confident here to put my money on Valentine. And if he loses, I'm still happy for Finney. You know what I'm saying? I'm still happy for him. I'd love to see him get it done. But being smart, reading the books, I like putting some bread, sprinkling Robert Valentine money line here, and just hoping he doesn't get wrestle fucked for 20 or 15 minutes. Know what I mean? Which is definitely a big possibility here. At first, I put all my money on Torres Finney decision. But the more I thought about it, I don't know if that's the play. I don't know if that's the play or not. Robert Valentine could submit him, could throw an armbar off his back, could. He's not going to choke him, but heel hook. They're both on the ground and just heel hook. I don't know. Something tricky. Something tricky. Could happen. I'm excited, though. There is a big pause here before the main card actually starts, where they're hyping up Lerone Murphy, hyping up Josh Emmett, telling their stories. Just think, undefeated in featherweight, like it's such a hard division. I think he's going to get it done against Emmett. What's up, UFC forecast? What's good? Everybody welcome in, get cozy, get comfortable. The main card's just about to kick off here. Didn't go live for the prelims, but honestly, maybe I should have. Reese McKee, that was a great knockout. Didn't see it going that way or that fast. Doctor called the fight off after the first round, said that Daniel Fernaz was just too damaged. He had this huge cut on his lip. He had this huge bruise forming underneath his eye that was going to bust any second. So the ref called off that second fight on the prelims there. And then Barbosa got it done by submission in the first round. Shout out to Maddie Betts at Home of Fights. He put big money on her to get it done in the first round. I think he won $30K off of that. And then he had a bunch of money on her to win by submission. And that also hit. So I'm sure he's happy running around the Hard Rock in Miami right now, cashing that. And me, I did have it in my parlay. I did ride him, but we don't place as big as bets. So we got to parlay all my junk together and just hope that it hits one big home run. But so far, 4 for 4. So that's pretty good comparing my picks to other weeks. I want to take this one a little more serious here. I want us to get a dub. I want us to win together on this show. So if you follow my picks on Thursday, you guys could be in here on Saturday and we could just watch fights and win together. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Robert Valentin to win on points or Robert Valentin to win by knockout. Either of those hit, I'm so happy. Not happy for Torres Finney. Because if he watches this, I'm sorry, bro. I am a fan. I like his personality. But Valentin is a problem, bro. 6'2". I did mention this in my breakdown. Torres Finney did fight somebody in his second fight on the Contender Series who was 6'2". But man, was that fight boring. He could barely get him down. And Robert Valentin's a way, way different level than that guy that he fought on Contender Series. You know what I mean? Especially striking-wise. Torres Finney's going to get hit in this fight. He's going to get kicked in this fight. He's going to have to show that he's tough in this fight. So regardless that he gets a win or not, he has to show up. He has to show up against Valentin. Or Valentin can maybe just kind of sit back, try and control a distance, stuff takedowns. You know what I'm saying? Torres Finney's plan to victory is going to have to be a lot more explosive, heavy shots, picking him up, throwing him down, grinding him on the ground. Can he maintain that for 15 minutes? I'm not sure. That's why I'm taking the other guy. You feel me? I feel like that's enough of a breakdown here for this first fight of the night. Little reach advantage for Valentin, being he is 6'2", although not that much for his opponent being 5'8". Torres Finney is big arms, used to play football. He's somebody that I like a lot, that I support a lot, but apparently my parlays are saying otherwise. We already hit an underdog, so, we just got to hit another one. Usually the main card, it starts off, I ride the favorites, and I just lose. In fact, I lose a lot betting on the favorites. I believe the hype, and then they get fraud checked. And here, I'm not going to sit in my seat here on a Torres Finney, guy built like a freaking balloon, and lose money to his debut. Can't be me. It's been me too many times. So, betting the other guy, I'm fading Torres Finney, actually. Which is surprising, because if you watched the Thursday show, I was all in Torres Finney. I really was. But, no. Not this week. You cannot get to me, UFC. No. But let me know your thoughts on this fight. How do you think it goes? Give me a prediction down in the chat. Because I'm fading the prospect here. Let me know if I'm dumb in the comments or casual in the comments. But I think we're good on this graphic, guys. So I'll take this off for you guys. Get back to the show here. The showstopper. Cody Talks. Welcome to the chat, guys. Welcome in. They're really hyping this Josh Emmett, Lerone Murphy fight like it's a title fight. It's not even a title eliminator fight or a title contender fight. What ranks are these guys even? You know what I mean? Emmett can't be that high up. He hasn't fought in forever. He hasn't fought since 23. Yeah. He's now 25. You know what I mean? Josh Emmett ranking. Let's look this up. I bet he's like top 10. Yeah, number 8 in the division, and then Lerone Murphy's probably top 5. Should be. Is he even ranked? Current MMA fight streak, win streak is 19. So he's ranked number 8. Then what's Josh Emmett ranked? Could somebody help me out with this? Literally having the hardest time of my life over here. Joking. Okay, Josh Emmett is 8th. Lerone Murphy is 10. Wow. Didn't think Josh Emmett was that high up still, to be honest. How many promos are they going to show for Josh Emmett versus Lerone Murphy here? Like, I'm trying to watch Torres Finney. Right now. You watching the fight on? I'm watching on Sportsnet. Sportsnet Plus, I believe. Yep. Sportsnet Plus, because Fight Pass never seems to work for me. It always just shows me fights from like 10 years ago when there's literally a pay-per-view on. So I don't really use Fight Pass anymore. Then obviously Stream East and Crack Streams and stuff, they're kind of cutting down on all those. So I caved and I got the Sportsnet. But yeah, shit. Good things could only last forever. Then that would be pretty sick. But sadly, all good things come to an end. Dominic Cruz and Michael Bisping commentating. I like commenter Cruz. Not so much into Michael Bisping, but I know a lot of people are. And he's better than Daniel Cormier. So anybody in the chat like high chews as a snack? Anybody addicted to high chews? Let me know. I've been fiending for high chews recently, and this isn't a pouch. This isn't no upper decky. This isn't what that is. It's like a taffy. It's like a chewable taffy, and just fades away with juicy goodness. Shout out the high chew. Let me know who you guys have for Torres Finney versus Robert Valentin. I need to know now. Let me know. Also, let me know if my volume for the fights is too loud, and then I'll turn it down for you guys if it's too loud. Let me know. Murphy, man. Murphy here. He's the pick, guys. He's the pick. You seen what he did to Edson Barbosa? I don't think this is a title contention fight. I just don't think it is. Minty bets. Boo. Josh Emmett is not a smart pick. Clip it. Josh Emmett, he is not a sharp pick. The sharp pick here is Lerone Murphy by finish. That's the smart pick. That's the sharp pick. That's a sharp pick. Oh, they should change my name to Sharp Picks. Bets, picks. Kind of mix those two up a little bit there. Torres Finney, man. I like him. I've always liked him. Every fight that I've seen him, I liked him. Smash, eh? Smash, smash. There's no crowd though, bro. Man, I like both. I like Torres Finney a lot, dude. I really like Torres Finney personality, the way he fights, how big he is. Like, I want to play Torres Finney in the video game. Am I tripping for saying that? Like, I want to beat Torres Finney in the video game already. Like, he's not ranked. This is a debut fight. Fucking put a DLC package of like Torres Finney and some of these new guys, the fucking flyweight that just knocked out on his contender series. Some of these contender series guys should have their own fucking part in the game. They should have their own DLC where you just play Dana White contender series matches. Because some of these guys are so sick to watch. I'm just not confident that he'll have this rise that we think he'll have in the UFC, undefeated rise, like a Bo Nickel. You just don't know, man. I just don't know. Valentine on points is plus 1,000. They really don't think that shit's gonna hit. I'm not saying it's a sharp play, but it's the play I'm picking. It's the Hail Mary. It's like we're in the fourth quarter and this I'm down by 7 and I need the touchdown to win. And then I'll go for fuck it. This is my 2-point conversion. You know what I'm saying? Like this is my literally last farthest longest shot to win. But we'll see. This is where the parlay either busts or trucks over into the next leg. Very unconfident with this pick. Very unconfident. Just anywhere I was betting on this fight, it was just like no bet made sense. Any decision, okay, didn't love it. Valentine decision, don't love it. Valentine by knockout or submission, okay, maybe we're cooking there. And then I go back, I'm like, he can't choke out Torres Finney. He can't do this to Torres Finney. Maybe he just gets the decision. But then how's he going to get a decision if Torres Finney takes him down for 3 rounds? So Torres Finney by decision. Well, then Torres Finney could get the finish if he's on the ground for 3 rounds. So I just literally don't know where this fight goes. Robert Valentine finished 10 out of 11 wins, 3 by knockout, 7 by submission, 7 first-round finishes. I don't know, guys. I don't know. That's the thing. If he keeps it standing, he should be able to win this fight. If he doesn't get knocked out in this fight, he should be able to win this fight. That's how I'm fucking it now. But then I really took O'Day Osborne by points, and I think that was the worst pick I could have picked on this card. But we'll see. We'll see, boys. We just have to get lucky. Torres Finney's really enjoying the moment here, soaking it all in. This is his debut. This is his show. He's fought here at the Apex so many times. He seems confident as hell, so we'll see. It's going to be a fight, man. Don't expect Torres Finney to just knock him on the first round, although it could happen. Anything could happen in a fight, baby. That's why we love watching. That's why I'm here live. But Valentine decision is my pick here. Crazy pick, I know. Roast me in the comments, but roast me now. If this shit hits. If this shit hits, I'm going to hit some of these. Oops. Told you. Torres Finney does have D1 wrestling. That is right. Undefeated, 10-0. Finished 8 out of 10 wins, 7 by knockout. I swear my posters might fall down. You see how flimsy this is? If that falls over, clip it. I told you so. Don't fall, though. Just don't fall. Okay, we're locking in for this Torres Finney fight, guys. Get locked in here. We ready. We ready. We ready for ya. Holy, Torres Finney is really freaking in the UFC, man. Finally. I literally remember watching his fights way back. Shit, it is literally forever now. 2023? Or were they all in 24? And I'm boosting. I remember his fight in 2023. I remember that Contender Series fight. Holy, enough Vaseline on his face? Holy shit. He's in the moment. He's in the moment. I'll say that. He might be able to pull off something crazy, crazy cool here. This is the people's main event, the first fight of the main card. Let's go. Let's see a good one. Let's go. Let's go, man. I'm so excited. Holy shit. He's so short. 5'8" is really so short. But, geez, he could shoot a double leg. Geez, he could shoot a double leg. Yep, a lot of body slams from Torres Finney. He literally picked him up and slammed him onto the right beside his corner. Literally picked him up to his corner, slammed him down, put him on the ground, and now he's just wrestle fucking him. This is what the fight's going to be, guys. Torres Finney, 15 minutes on a double leg. Damn, I knew it was going to happen. And I think I do have one card that has Torres Finney winning by decision. So it's just not, it wasn't as unlikely as a Valentine as by decision. You know what I mean? So it's probably going to hit. Oh, he might take his back here. Yep. Oh, no, he can't get it. And Valentine's up, I think. Still got his hooks in, like his arm hooks in, wrapped around his body on the clinch here. So Valentine won't escape this. He might get taken down again, but it's nice to see that he got up to his feet. It's just such a crazy grip and such crazy strength. I don't know, man. If Valentine could keep landing these side elbows to the head like this, could see a knockout here for Valentine as well. We've seen it kind of like Curtis Blades versus Jalton Almeida. Jalton Almeida just went for the takedown in the second round, which I feel like Torres Finney will do here again too. And he could just get pummeled with these side to the head strikes. You know what I mean? Could happen. Good elbows from the bottom from Valentine. Although he's getting taken down. Like, obviously this was going to happen in the fight. But it looks like Valentine's attacking that arm. And what did we say? Maybe an armbar. It looks like he's going for a Kimura, though. Bam. This is where Torres Finney just he wins rounds and wins fights. Just shooting double leg and nothing you could do with a body the shape of Finney. Nice fucking control here. Bro, he's landed like 3 or 4 body slams this fight so far, Torres Finney. He's landed these takedowns, but it's just not doing anything to Valentine. Sure that he trained for this, you know what I mean? Literally no damage has been taken by Valentine in this fight so far. Strictly just wrestling from Finney in this fight so far, which is pretty shitty. Like, he's just shot for a takedown this whole fight. Just hasn't unclinched his hands from a double hand or from a double leg. And I do think these elbows and these strikes to the side of the head are becoming a lot for Torres Finney to like kind of deal with. Wow, Finney got him in full mount and hasn't landed any strikes. I'm really curious to see the strike output from Finney in this round. I'm sure it's under 10. Well, it's just boring. I hate fighters who fight like this. Like, it's so boring. Yeah, Dom, I completely agree with you. I don't know why this dude thinks he'll get anywhere in the promotion fighting like this. Yeah, dude. When you're fighting for a decision win in your UFC debut, like that is crazy. Just he didn't throw any strikes. He just landed the double leg. Well, just shot a double leg and clinched it up the whole fight. Like, didn't do anything. Just the body slams. Like, he's just known for that, picking up a fighter and holding them. That is Torres Finney. That's how he fights. It's just shitty because like Khamzat Chimaev, he'll pick you up and then go for your back and submit you. Torres Finney will just pick you up, slam you to the ground, and sit on you and lay on you. That's how he fights. He's not looking for any submissions. You didn't see him trying anything out the box there. I want to be a fan, but he makes it hard. Yeah, I mean, he's not landing any damage, bro. That's the thing. Let's see what he does here in the second round. Probably mirrors what he did in the first round. Yep. Just constant. Right to the body slam within the first 15 seconds. Well, I'm crushed on my parlays for real. I'm literally crushed. That's crushed. Oh, oh. Oh, no, that's crushed already, or else that would've looked nice. That's crushed. That's crushed. I don't even know if I do have one with Torres Finney. I'm such a casual. I'm really such a casual here. Can Valentine pull out a submission win or something? I need Valentine in here. Bro, he's gotta try. He's gotta try some submission off his back is his only route to victory here. So whether it's a Kimura, whether it's a triangle choke, whether it's a freaking arm bar, he's leg lock, something. He's gotta figure out something off of his back. He's looking for a triangle here. It's tricky. It's tricky off your back. Yeah, he doesn't have anything here. So unfortunate that this is how this fight's gonna be. Just Torres Finney laying on him for 15 minutes, but like everyone could have seen this coming. Yeah, his arms are massive, bro. His arms are freaking massive. Yucky spot for me to be in here going against Torres Finney. I don't know why. I didn't pick him on my show. I didn't pick him just out today. Just looking at this fight, I just didn't feel good about him. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed about Torres Finney, but his wrestling is just 2 levels above. Where'd I throw my high chews, dude? I'm fiending. I need a high chew. It is what it is. Torres Finney doesn't even look like a submission threat. Like he has his back, and he doesn't even look like a submission threat. Hasn't shot for one submission this whole fight. Like there's no work to finish here. He's just holding him. I'd stand him up. Stand him up, ref. Stand him up. So boring. Do you think 314 is trash? Why does Chandler keep going, getting co-main event slots when he has lost almost all his UFC fights? It's a joke, bro. I don't think UFC 314 is trash. I think it could be the biggest pay-per-view of the year, honestly, in Miami. That card looks pretty sick, if I'm being real. But about Chandler, yeah, he should have fallen out of the rankings, or at least down in the rankings, losing to Oliveira twice. You know, he loses a lot of his fights. So I hear you on that. But Iron Mike, how does Patty Pimblett get the finish? Like it's Iron Mike. You think Patty Pimblett gets it done fast? I don't know. I do believe in Patty the Batty for that one. I just don't think it's the worst matchup. You know, what a boring fight here from Torres Finney. Just wrestled. Could have predicted this one. Can we see Robert Valentine get a 3rd-round finish? I don't think so. The guy's a freaking tank. But I'd love to see it happen. We'll see. I already feel like I lost here, to be honest. Yeah, I see your comment, Rick. I see your comment. That's true. But that is his nickname. Do I really have no parlays with Torres Finney decision or Torres Finney win? I'm such a rookie. No, literally all of them are Robert Valentine. What did I see in Valentine, dude? Can we rewind my stream to where I was breaking this down? Okay, I do have one with Torres Finney, but that's a weak parlay, dude. And it has Josh Emmett by KO in it, so I really don't like it. Since you're such a big nickname guy, what do you think Topuria changing his nickname? You on board? I'm not a big nickname guy. I did see that he changed his. Topuria is being such an annoying little douche, in my opinion. I mean, he needs to fight, and it seems like he's running away from his division. There's contenders like Movzar and Arnold Allen and Lerone Murphy or Josh Emmett. Like, there's people in his division that he could fight, but he wants to be focused on legacy, whatever, fight for the double champ. And then that fight, double champ, wasn't going to happen or whatever. Now, supposedly it is happening. Wow. Valentine's throwing crazy good strikes here at the third round. If he doesn't get taken down, which it looks like he's about to, could get a knockout. But 15 seconds in, and Torres Finney is back shooting a double leg. So, yeah, word. I understand why people don't like Topuria, but he's grown on me, dude. He is a different level of confidence, which I fuck with. I fuck with that heavy, dude. Yeah, but his nickname is like La Leyenda now, which translates to the legend. He's just focused on being a legend. El Mandor was decent nickname, but his new one sounds very gay, bro. Sounds very homosexual. Okay. What's up? Do you feel the UFC is missing big stars with personalities? Not necessarily. I feel like the UFC is the cream of the creme when it comes to stars in MMA. You know what I mean? And Torres Finney has potential to be one right here, but just boring fight style. Just really boring. Like, he's not going to gain fans from his fighting style. So my posters are going to fall down here. I just know they will. Yeah, okay, they finally got Torres. They broke him out of the clinch because he's just boring fighting the clinch. Let's see Robert Valentine put his lights out here. 3 minutes left. Can he do it? Stop the takedown here. Man, back to the clinch, dude. It's literally like we're watching Mario Batista versus Jose Aldo in the third round. This is literally what we're getting. He's getting booed at the Fight Apex. It's honestly, I can't wait to hear Dana White talk about this fight after it's done in the press conference. He's gonna get asked about this one, and it's just like, Torres Finney is just boring, dude. I hate to say it because he's a fan of the page. He comes on the page a bunch. He's really cool with us at Inside Fighting. Just so boring, dude. He hasn't thrown any strikes this fight. Just constantly 15 seconds into each round, he shoots for a double leg, and he's just up against the clinch with his head down, shooting for the double leg the whole fight. Break it up again, ref. Like, honestly, it's embarrassing. He's not going for any finish. Topuria is a midget who will not be that competitive at lightweight. We will see. I don't think he stands a chance against Islam Makhachev, although every analyst breaks it down and says, oh, Ilya's the perfect frame, perfect version of fighter to beat Makhachev, but it's not going to happen. And then they got split up again, and Torres Finney goes right back to clitching him up against the cage. It doesn't matter how many times the fucking ref separates them. He just keeps going for the takedown. So annoying, dude. Because he did nothing with it, and he's going to win a unanimous decision. So whack that you could do this in MMA. What's his face really? 6 foot or something? Yeah, you're. What's Rodriguez's height? What's his height here? I don't need to know that he's 1.8 meters. Just give me how tall he is. But Pitbull, I believe in the Pitbull a little bit. Ruff, ruff, ruff. He needs a big win. Cavity, bro. What's good? Surprising I didn't hammer Torres Finney by decision here, but I took Valentine by knockout or submission, but he has no chance. Torres Finney just shot for double legs the whole fight. So boring, bro. This is like the worst stylistic kind of fighter. I hate it. I hate it. I got the big tank this fight. Please tell me he's winning. Yeah, he dominated all 3 rounds. Each round started off with no striking at all. Torres Finney just 15 seconds in, shoots for a double leg and just is like this, hugged up against the double leg in his against the cage. Literally fucking probably 15 minutes of control time in this fight. Torres Finney just dominated him with takedown attempts. Didn't even land that many takedowns, just constantly sitting on a takedown attempt. Very shitty. I hope he loses, honestly. I hope he loses the decision, but there's no way that he did. Too much control time. I don't think Torres Finney deserves to win this. And if they give it to Valentin by decision, I'd be fucking freaking out happy. But I don't think he won a decision, unfortunately. I think Torres Finney won that. And now I'm only live for like 2K now, which is really fucking boring because I had a lot of other very live parlays. Unless Valentin won that somehow, which wouldn't make sense, and I'd feel so bad for Torres Finney. I'd feel really bad if Torres Finney gets robbed here, but I also wouldn't because it's a disgusting. No, yeah, Torres Finney lost. I mean, won. Torres Finney won. I'm looking at all my bets now. It all says he lost. Oh, so disgusting, boys. Really disgusting. I didn't hammer that. Well, we only have one live card here. Odie Osborne. Damn, that's gross. I don't even like that I have Odie Osborne. Bro, you gotta put 3 M strips to mount those posters properly. Appreciate you, bro. Bro, stop being such a degenerate gambler. It's not healthy. Appreciate that too, bro. But you only lose when you quit, and I'm not a quitter, bro. So I appreciate your advice, but also like, you know what I mean? Wow, one of the judges actually gave it to Valentin. Yeah, I don't think Torres Finney should have won that. That's just like, I want to see this. How did one judge give it to Valentin? Wow, one judge gave it all 3 rounds to Valentin. Wow, one judge gave it all 3 rounds to Valentin. I could have won that. Wow. Apparently, it was a boxing judge, and that was literally a wrestling match. He literally just held him for 3 rounds. That was so shitty. So shitty. I hated that. I hated watching it. I'm not gonna cheer for him anymore. I might cheer for him, like, I like him as a person, but somebody's gonna fraud check him bad, dude. Somebody's gonna fraud check that boy bad. For sure, for sure. Let's see, what's this pay? If I put 20 bucks on it. That's pretty good. Oh, shit. The posters be falling, boys. The posters be falling. No, I appreciate you in the chat though, letting me know that. Just gruel. Yeah, I'm totally fading Osborne because I already have a parlay open with Osborne winning, so I'm gonna just fade him in this one like a kind of hedge bet. That was ass in the in the chat. Yes, I agree. That fight was some straight ass, bro. Valentine deserved to win that. You don't deserve to win a fight doing 0 damage. Not even going for a finish, but just trying to get a takedown the whole fight. Like, disgusting. I hated that. I hated every second of it. Like, good for Finney. Wow, undefeated prospect. But that is just fucking boring. I'm gonna go Guru by finish. No, I'm gonna just go money line here. Let's not get risky. Money line, money line, money line. Hockey games. That's cool. That's a good bet. Lock her in. Locking them in. Locking them in right now. Do I not have Lerone Murphy? I need that. Need that, and I need Brito. Okay, Brito, you gotta go. Okay, fuck it. We'll rock that in. 20 bones to win 4K. 20 bones to win 4K. That's why we bet. That's why we gamble. That's what it's all about. But we still do have that one lay with O'Day Osborne, so we'll see if O'Day hits an underdog here. Yeah, Cavity. I got Lerone Murphy money line, but also I have a bet slip with Josh Emmett by TKO. I'm not gonna lie. The stats are just scary for him. He's gotten the most knockdowns in featherweight history. Like, he knocks down Lerone Murphy, gets on top, and finishes him. It's possible, you know what I mean? I don't want to see it happen, but we'll see. Besides that, I got only one card slip left. O'Day Osborne, Brad Tavares, Brito KO or sub, Josh Emmett KO. Don't love it, but we gotta love it. And that would only bring me in like 2K. That would only bring in 2K. So we need a lot to go right for only 2K. Ugh, yuck. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I didn't even rock. Oh no, I did. Okay. We shall see here. Let's break down this one really quickly. Let's just take a look. Oh, that fight's no longer on the card. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Oh, both these. So this fight was supposed to be next, but it's not. We got. Oh, this fight was not meant to be on the main card. I just forgot about that. Plus, this guy took this fight on 2 weeks notice, I believe, as well. O'Day Osborne's no joke. He's got crazy striking, but apparently this guy's got crazy striking coming from Contender Series. Crazy enough that he's the favorite in this fight as well. Kind of nuts. So I have one card with him winning, one card with him losing. So either way, I'm good here. I could sit back as a fan and just be wowed by both of these fighters' performances, hopefully. Unlike that last fight where it's like, what was wowing about Torres Finney being able to shoot a double leg takedown? Yeah, how did one judge score that 30-27 for Valentine? That was nuts. I want to see how many strikes Torres Finney landed in that fight. It couldn't have been close. 4 significant strikes. Oh my gosh. Eight takedowns for 17 takedowns. Or Inside Fighting just made a post about Torres Finney, and me working for Inside Fighting, obviously I should support him in his victory, but I commented only 4 significant strikes, 8 for 17 takedowns, wild debut stats. Absolutely wild debut stats for Finney, man. Yeah, that was a rough one, man. I'm still waiting on a fight for Islam and Jones. Fighting once a year should not be allowed in the UFC. Fucking facts, dude. Whoa, who's this Cody Talks guy in the chat? You guys should check that guy out. You guys should check that guy out. I heard he does great content. But David, yeah, I'm still waiting on one fight for Islam and Jones. Ilya taking a long break. Like all these guys just take this huge break once they become champ. It's kind of gross, actually, that you're allowed to do that. But Islam, I guess he did fight. Like he had that Moicano fight not too long ago. But Jones, there's no excuse besides the fact that he could do whatever he wants. So he's not in a position where he's has to fight, you know. He's waiting for the good numbers for the good matchup that makes sense for his legacy. You feel me? But I fucking feel that comment, dude. I feel you. So this fight wasn't supposed to be on the main card, but it is. Ode Osborne. I like him. I don't love him. I don't love him. But honestly, Ode, just get it done. And then we got Brito knockout. And then we got Lerone Murphy. And we got Brad Tavares. Jeez, just a lot that needs to go right still. So Ode here. Tavares knockout. I mean, Tavares money line. We'll figure it out. We got to get Ode here to win. If Valentine would have won that decision and Ode wins the decision right here, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be very pissed. If Ode just fucking wins a decision here, I'm gonna be fucking fuming, dude. I would have loved to see one of those other fighters give Valentine the first round because he was doing way more effective striking off of his back, and I think there was a submission attempt. Fuck, man. Coulda just rigged that one for me, I would've loved it. I never get these rigs. Only fighter who did fight regardless of the time off is Pereira. Yeah, Pereira's a fucking freak, dude. Literally saved the UFC from so many title fights that fell out last year. No, fuck it, put me in, coach. You know, Pereira's a beast. I feel like Aspinall would be a lot more active, just but like he's waiting for Jones. You feel me? Oh, and my Instagram cut out. Perfect. Gonna have to reconnect this. If you're watching on YouTube, shout out to you because we are definitely still live streaming on YouTube. But we get disconnected every hour or so on Instagram. Oh, Ode Osborne, nice head kick. I swear if Ode wins a decision here, I'm gonna be pissed, boys. Should be back live on Instagram here very shortly. This girl, guys, pretty good. Just hoping the experience from Ode pays off here. Okay, we should be back live on Instagram. Sorry about that, David. I know we were mid-convo, but Instagram lives, they disconnect every hour or so, so I have to reconnect those. But Ode Osborne versus girl in his UFC debut, I believe, taking down Osborne. Wow, big takedown. I'd say Ode Osborne was winning this first round up until this takedown here. He's just flat on his back. That's tough to see. That's tough to see if you were rooting for Ode. Can't hear? Hear. You can't hear me, eh? That obviously is not good. I hope you can hear me. Can anybody hear me? Let me know if you could hear me because apparently you can't hear me. So would love to know. UFC in Mexico was badass. Can't wait for the return. I think they're going back for Noche UFC in September. Yeah, that makes sense. Turn the volume up. You peeps, I could hear you. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that comment. Um, yeah, I agree. Cage Chat Central. Ode was looking real good up until that takedown when he's been flat on his back for about a minute and a half here. So, yikes. Yikes. It Gurul's just gonna grind his way to a decision win here, probably. Even though it's the first round, I could see him doing this every round, to be honest. TBH. Osborne just can't get out on the ground here. I hear my posters unsticking every 2 seconds. I'm just gonna let them fall for the entertainment of the chat. Ode finally gets up with 25 seconds left in the round, lands a nice knee to the head on the exit. Just tuned in. What did you think about the last fight? Last fight was boring, snooze fest. How am I going to get hyped to cheer for Torres Finney when he just shoots a double leg, doesn't go for any submission attempts? He landed 4 significant strikes in that 15-minute fight, dude, and won a 3-round decision. 4 strikes. He landed 4 strikes. I fucking hate it. I hate fighters who just grind for a decision win. It's not wrestling. It's not a wrestling fight. You're fighting in the UFC to be a champion. You know what I mean? Shit was boring. He's a big fan of the page, so it's like, as an analyst, I kinda have to, like, separate my feelings and attachments to, like, things, but man, that was fucking bullshit. Um, yeah, that's my thoughts about it. David, asked Moreno or Royval for the title fight against Pantoja. Um, Moreno all day. Moreno all day and then run Royval versus Cape. Let Royval fraud check Cape one time, Manel Cape. But Moreno deserves it, dude. Moreno deserves it. I hate that there's so many fighters that are right on the cusp of a title contention at that weight class at flyweight or featherweight. Just because, like, at flyweight, just because, like, I want to see Pantoja go up and fight Marab. I want to see that fight happen. I just don't think that fight's even in the UFC fans' minds, but I want it to be bad. Pantoja going up for double champ against Marab, that would go stupid. But Sean O'Malley could obviously win the title back, so that division could be shaken up as well. That Torres Finney decision win got me so beat. It was so easy. It was so obvious that it was gonna happen. And I literally had so many parlays with Bountine. What was I thinking? Nice little knockdown. It's over? Oh, no. Gurrell's holding up against the cage right now, so it's probably knockout for Gurrell, probably. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, Odie looks on shaking legs already. I don't even wanna look at the chat. You're saying it's over. I need to fucking why is my stream behind? I'm streaming on Sportsnet. Come on, Ode. Come on, Osborne. UFC needs to change grapple game limit, time on the ground. I agree. If they're not going for any kind of finish, if they're just going to control the fight, like just literally laying on him or in a double leg, just going for a takedown, I think they need to separate those way faster. Ode Osborne, why didn't he go for the finish there? Why didn't he go for the finish? He knocked him down and he just let him lay there. Okay, he gets the finish. Congrats, Ode Osborne. Did I need to redeposit there? Definitely not. Bro spoiled it. What's your time at LMAO? I'm at 3:30. I'm usually behind. Sorry. Yo, bro, killed him. Yeah. You're ahead of me, which is crazy because I'm streaming. I'm not streaming on like a Stream East or anything. I'm watching like the fights on the fight thing. That doesn't make sense. But wow, I'm fucking pumped that Ode Osborne got a win here. Finally, boys. Finally. He actually won. Underdog. It was plus 300 if you guys are betting on this one. He was big underdog on this. I'm on ESPN. Makes sense. Makes sense. They're gonna cut ties with ESPN pretty soon. They're gonna be making a deal with Netflix. Okay, so we need 3 more fights. Oh, I hate that I have Emmett here. I hate that I have Emmett and oh my god, I really have Emmett by TKO. I really have Emmett by TKO. I'm so cooked. Brad Tavares, Brito by knockout or sub. I hate that one too. And then Josh Emmett by TKO. He's not gonna TKO an undefeated prospect. Like, can he though? Can he though? Can he win a decision though? I kept telling everyone at Goofy who's betting Josh Emmett money line, but it's like I'm kind of tempted now. This is what I mean. Like, are we at this part in the live where I'm just like betting greasy? No one had Emmett over Mitchell, bro. So who knows, man? True. He's only seemed to get better and better in his fights. I do like that for him. What's this pay though? No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I just got to ride. I just got to ride here. I only bet Emmett by TKO. Okay, this is making me feel a little better because a lot of my parlays that lost had Lerone Murphy by money line. Just I don't know. I feel like that's my most comfortable bet in that fight. Ugh, I don't know, boys. Emmett has gotten better and better since losing to Yair in the interim fight, but unbeaten since the title fight. Wow. Okay, I like that a lot, David. You're cooking in the chat. You're making me feel a lot better about my bet. We need Brad Tavares. We need Joe Anderson, TKO or sub, and then Josh Emmett KO. I mean, my main parlay is against Emmett, but I do have the side bet on Emmett by TKO. Like the number on Emmett TKO is just too good to not take. 500 on my book is plus 500. Let's hear what Osborne says here. That makes more sense. I was curious why he kind of left him for a second. On why he left him when he knocked him down. But apparently he didn't want to wake him back up if he was knocked out, which makes sense, kind of, I guess. What a KO though. When they slow that shit down on their 8K fucking ultra slow-mo replays, that shit is nice. That shit looked really good from Ode Osborne. Aljamain in his corner. It was that Frankie Edgar as well. I'm not too sure. I think that's the only way he pulls out the victory. I think so too. Emmett has gone better. Yeah. My name parlay is against Emmett, but I do have a side bet on Emmett by KO. Yeah. Man, speed and position. Excellent counter. Excellent counter, bro. Excellent. Big knockout by Ode Osborne. He drops Louis Guerrero with a massive left hand. Guerrero looked out, but Osborne needed to land a few more shots to get the finish. Big win for Osborne. Ode Osborne has always had that kind of power, and he needed it there. This was a must win for him, and he does it beautifully. Best prospect in UFC is Gene Silva, if you can consider him one. I mean, shit. 4 knockouts in a row. Knocks out Bryce Mitchell. He definitely will fight a top 5 fight after that. After beating Bryce Mitchell in the first round by TKO, you're gonna get a fucking first round top 5 guy in the featherweight content. Maybe Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva can make sense. Dude, the Kansas City card. I'm hoping I could go to this. Yeah, it's just showing up right now. Ian Gary versus Carlos Prates. Anthony Smith to watch him retire and get knocked out. Giga Chikadze. Michelle Pereira versus August Magomedov. Randy Brown. I like this card a lot. Ikram Alskarov, Andre Muniz. Hopefully I get to go to that one live in person, Kansas City. I applied for a press pass and I got accepted. So hopefully Inside Fighting sends me over to that one and I can meet some fighters and make a vlog and meet some fans. That would be dope. I don't want to watch Prates versus Gary. Prates just going to catch crotch sniff, get crotch sniff. Prates versus MVP is one of my favorite matchups. I was also calling for MVP to fight Prates. I think MVP should have been in this fight, and then Ian Gary should have fought somebody more up, like a Leon Edwards, who's still 3rd ranked in his division. I'm not even sure if Prates is ranked right now. You know what I mean? Jeff Neal made a lot of sense for that matchup. Ian Gary doesn't have to take this guy, but he is the most dangerous guy in the division. So whether he crotch sniffs his way into a victory or outstrikes him for 5 rounds, first 5-round fight for Prates because it's a main event. It was supposed to be 3 rounds, but now it's a main event. So A lot of factors going into that one. I think it's too early to predict, but I like both fighters a lot. I don't know why I'm excited, but I'm excited for Harrison versus Pena. Yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't get excited when I saw that one, but it is when you break it down, like, Pena is one of the you gotta respect what she's done in that division. You know what I mean? She's beaten all the greats. So, if she could get a win here over Harrison, and if Harrison could get the win over Pena, I bet they do the rematch. But if Harrison could stay on top for a while, it's so dope to see somebody new at the top always, unless it's freaking like someone boring like Ankalaev or something or Bilal. I want to see Prates have a bit of fun with the top 15 guys, but rather than pushing up the rankings right away, that's what I was hoping for as well. But it seems like they're shooting them up there, bro. The Ian Gary hate is wild. Dude is a fighter and takes any fight. Dude will be champion one day. Yeah, I believe so as well with his the mindset he has for sure. I agree with that comment for sure. What's good, Gibbs? My boy. Ooh. What was nice, bro? Torres Finney grinding his face into that guy's crotch for 15 minutes. Torres Finney, the guy who threw 4 strikes in a 15-minute fight. Or that O'Day Osborne clean counter strike knockout, bro. Probably that's what you're talking about. I just have this Torres Finney performance just in my head right now, and it's fucking me up. Such a boring fight. No, you're talking about O'Day Osborne getting that clean knockout for sure. Yeah, that fight was straight homo, bro. Literally crotch sniffed him for 15 minutes. That was so shitty. Literally 15 seconds in the start of every first round was just fucking crotch snap. I'm so glad I clicked this. I have no UFC friends here. Now I don't feel all alone. Bro, let's fucking go, bro. I'm literally live for the fights every Saturday. I do my predictions on Thursday. Yeah, that KO was different, bro. I had O'Day Osborne in my parlay. So actually one of my parlays, I fucking made like 10, 15. 14 of them are bust, but you know, we got one still alive. W though, big dubs in the chat for X Kedis. I really appreciate that. No, like for real, bro. I really do. Thank you. Whoa, who's that guy who just joined? Cody Talks IF said, "Follow me, W." Yeah, you guys should follow that guy. Cody Talks IF. That guy does great MMA content, top fives reactions, breakdowns, funny stuff, more serious stuff. But if you like the UFC content, bro, definitely give me a follow. Appreciate that. I appreciate that, fam. But big dubs, appreciate you guys for real. First few lives here. If you go onto my page and you look through the highlights, you can see I've been live for the past like 8 weeks. But for you guys to finally be coming into the lives, chatting with me and stuff, makes it a lot more enjoyable. So I appreciate that. Yeah, we building a little UFC community, fam. The best kind. Chat shit. But hopefully, if I win this parlay, I don't promote this kind of stuff, but I guess I am now. If I win that parlay, buddy, ooh, baby, we getting vibey. UFC is far better and more entertaining than boxing and makes boxing look like steps behind. I fucking agree, to be honest. I've never been into boxing like that. I like the big fights, obviously, like Conor versus Pacquiao or just big fights, like massive fights, like Canelo versus what's his face? I like that Canelo guy. I love Ryan Garcia. I love Tank Davis. Can't say I love Devin Haney, but I respect Devin Haney. What's his face though? Who's the number one pound for pound boxer guy? Terrence Crawford. I like him too. But yeah, UFC is just ultimately way better when you think about it. Boxing is so corrupt. Yeah, I mean, UFC is fucking corrupt after watching somebody sniff crotch for 15 minutes and get the dub. But hey, that's the way she goes, eh? Oh shit. That's the way she goes. How's the YouTube chat doing? Nobody really active in the chat here. So I'm over on Instagram chatting. If you guys hear me talking to anybody, swear I'm not just talking to ghosts. Let's hope Dana White can change the face of boxing, man. Let's just hope. I think there's potential to make good UFC fighters into good boxers. You know what I mean? Like somebody like Leon Edwards, perhaps, would be a great first fight to headline like a UFC boxing because he's been getting wrestle fucked. You know what I mean? So if we just continue to see these elite strikers get wrestle fucked and the UFC champions are all Bilal, Magomedov, Makhachevs, and whatever the fuck, until the sport changes or whatever, that's what we're gonna see. So having the boxing league be a part of UFC as well could be very big. That's how I kind of break it down. We might be able to see some cool ass UFC fighters. Like imagine Ryan Garcia versus Sean O'Malley finally gets booked and it's put on by the UFC and instead of like the zone. That's kind of what I'm imagining about the boxing. Dana White, Alakachich or whatever his name is, getting that promotion all put together. Gerald Mearshot here. This fight is on the main card, so I think we could break this one down quick. It is. Can Gerald Mearshot land the submission on somebody who doesn't get taken down? That's the thing. Brad Tavares has great takedown defense. We'll see how great, because Gerald Mearshot has great wrestling. He has great ground game. So we'll see what happens here. I am taking Tavares. He is one of the last legs in my parlay here. And I'd take him by decision. I think he's going to land more kicks. I think he's going to land more strikes. I don't think he's going to get taken down. I think if it goes to the ground, he'll be on top. He just can't get submitted because Gerald Mearshot is a real submission threat. Don't get me wrong, he is a real threat. But again, same age, same height, similar reach. Hopefully this one stays standing, and hopefully Gerald Mearshot loses and Brad Tavares wins. Not much of a breakdown. I love the stash on Mearshot, but not enough to put my money on him. Not enough. That's not a winning stash in my books. That's a losing stash. That's what a loser's mustache looks like. I guess we'll see very shortly, but when I look at that stash, I think loser. What a loser. I'm just kidding. Shit. They're almost as old as I am. My posters are gonna fall. I know it. I know it. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Embarrassing. Yeah, I mean, Gerald Mearshart, man. Hopefully he just gets dominated here. And I don't want to sweat this one. I don't want to sweat it into the third round and Brad Tavares is getting taken down and stuff. And you know what I mean? Does he look as nonchalant as I do with my poster falling behind me? Like that was pretty nonchalant. Like I still haven't even put in the backup yet. So like that was pretty nonchalant, you know? Like what even just happened? Obviously nothing that affected me, you know? That's gonna stay this time because I told it to. I'm just watching it fall in the background. That's so funny. Just leave it down, man. No, you guys have to see the little reflection in the background, yeah. No, that's so funny that it actually fell, though. I knew it was going to. I freaking knew it was going to. The mirror shirt with the mustache. Boo, mirror shirt, boo. Let's go, Tavares. He is the more skilled fighter, in my opinion. Just shit. He's been losing. I think he's lost 3 out of his last 5. So I don't feel the most confident here. All these next fights, I don't feel confident with that at all. I just need them to go the way that they're gonna go, and I'll be sitting here ready to react. Yeah, straight up, David. That's a funny ass comment. Straight up, Ali had enough of that, bro. He had enough of that wrestling shit. Tavares, let's go. Wow, that's a crazy stat. Brad Tavares has more time in the octagon than any other middleweight in UFC history. That's a pretty impressive stat. I ain't gonna lie. Gorilla double sticked, double sided tape. I got Tavares losing. Wow, David. Wow, bro. Wow. Fading Tavares, going Gerald Mearshart sub. Couldn't be me. This is where I predicted the fight was going to be. A lot of clinching. A lot of Brandon Tavares just not getting taken down, hopefully. There we go. Faded the takedown here. He's going to have to do that a lot more times, I feel. I really like Tavares' tattoos as well. I don't like Gerald Mearshart's tattoos. Nice. Brad Tavares looking nice. I think he's looking nice. Yep, good job keeping it standing and away from the cage. Exactly, bro. This is keep it in the middle. He's not going to get taken down in the middle of the octagon. He's just not. See, he's going to Gerald shoots them. Yeah, perfect. He had space to clear. Perfect by Tavares so far. Really good. Really fucking awesome to see so far. Turn it up a bit. See if you guys could hear it. Yeah, Tavares is literally putting it together. He is comfortable. I mean, if you heard that stat I said, he has the most time out of any UFC middleweight in the ring. So that's crazy. Nothing's going to scare him. But from Gerald Mearshot, you mean he's not a scary guy. And if he stuffs those takedowns, he's going to win on the striking. He just will. Believe that. Gerald Mearshot's not going to outbox him. Jab. Jab, jab, buddy. Nice. Just throw the jab. Nice, Tavares. Nice. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Yes. Boxing looking crisp. Brad Tavares money line looking real sweet right now after that first round. Real sweet, boys. Real freaking sweet, boys. Oh, go look at Inside Fighting's most recent post. That shit killed me. One of Izzy has been real silent since this post fight Selly dropped. That is hilarious. Wow. Second round. Brad Tavares is looking pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie. Too bad we don't have more parlays. Man, if Emmett gets the TKO. Oh, never mind. Tavares gets the TKO. Come on, let's see it. He's throwing power in these shots. I think he could get the finish. Surprised Brad Tavares isn't ranked right now. Gerald Mearshart, guy with a funny looking mustache, and then Brad Tavares, who he has the most time in the UFC in the middleweight division in the octagon. So he's got a lot of experience here. Gerald Mearshart's a pretty good test. He's got great submission threat, great ground game. Just hasn't been able to implement any of that because Tavares isn't accepting any of the takedowns. So it's been a pretty good fight. Only in the second round here, Tavares is piecing him up. I have Tavares here. Looks like that fight might have gotten through for Mearshart. Having a lot better of a second round, honestly. Tavares got to do something here. Nice. Nice right hand. Nice front kick. Damn. His kicks are so good. Mearshart doesn't have kicks. He doesn't have strikes like Tavares has strikes. He's a lot more sluggish, just like. Dang. Tavares is showing a different level, I believe. Pretty good defense as well. Really good defense. Who am I kidding? Nice, he's landing big. Huge live odds for Brad Tavares here. Plus 700 on Gerald Meerschaert to get it done. 2 minutes left into the second round. Nobody commenting on YouTube. Very surprising. Well, what up, YouTube? What up? What's up in the chat? Tavares counter striking very well. Nice teep kick. Nice takedown defense by Brad Tavares. Great teep kicks down the middle. Ooh, he might get the finish here. He might get a finish here in the second round. I'm feeling it. I think he's feeling it. Good fight, though. Really good fight. I love middleweight. It's my favorite division. So maybe I'm glazing, but I like middleweight the best. Nice. Wow. Rocked him a bit. Tavares got so much power. Tavares is winning 2-0 in my opinion, which is good. And then I think we only have 2 fights left, right? 3 fights left. 2 of them in the parlay. We need Brad Tavares, Joe Anderson by knockout or submission, which is going to be a hard leg. And we have Josh Emmett knockout, which is a ridiculously hard leg. If we see a Josh Emmett knockout tonight, I'm going to be not only just shocked, but also just super happy that my parlay hit. I ain't going to lie. I'll be super shocked. You should do a raffle for the Ali poster LMAO, just effing around, bro. You know what? I like that idea though. I like that idea. Maybe like first 100 followers gets thrown into a raffle for this Ali poster. I like that. Could be interesting. I am open to doing raffles and giveaways on my page. So go follow me at Cody Talks IF. That will be in the future for sure, David. So good idea. I've already thought about it though. Ha ha ha. Oh, Tavares getting a little wild here. Nice teep kicks though. You don't see a lot of fighters utilize that teep kick. Wow, wow, wow. Meerschaert's heavy on the takedown here. He's gotten a lot of third round submissions in his past. No, 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 no. Don't let him get your back here. You're up 2 rounds. Yeah, dude. You deserve more peeps. Cody Talks. Yes, sir. Cody Talks and then IF for inside fighting or if. Cody Talks IF. I appreciate that a lot. it's been hard trying to grow that page, bro. Trying to post as often as I can. I'm also the main video editor for Inside Fighting, so a lot of their posts are edited through me. So just trying to be as smart as I can be with my time, get in the gym, fire out content for you guys. LOL dope, bro. Next raffle shall be joining you live or for a UFC event. True. That could be it too. Because we are planning to do something like that, give away some of our merch at events. And yeah, I'm hoping to be at Kansas City. We got a reporter at Miami next week. There's a car Montreal coming up. I'm from Canada, so hopefully I get to slide to that. So a lot of opportunities for us to meet in the future, bro. And a lot more content on the way. So join the journey. Appreciate you. Thank you. Gerald Mearshardt's been on a takedown attempt, kind of like Torres Finney for the first 2 minutes of this round. He has everything. He's going everything on a submission here, which scares me because he definitely has it in his arsenal, right? But Tavares showing great takedown defense, man. This is what he's good at, takedown defense. I don't think Gerald Mearshardt's going to take him down here. But this is the best opportunity he has and that he's had all fight. So I don't blame him for trying. But this isn't going to win you the fight. And if it does win him the fight, I'm fucking boycotting the rest of this stream. I swear. Appreciate your content, bro. Real support's for real. Dude, real support's real. Thank you so much, man. It's a little different putting myself in front of the camera. I was real anxious about it at first, but I quit smoking, I got in the gym, have good people around me. But you know what? If I want to make funny content on the internet about something that I love, which is the UFC, and I get paid for it eventually, count me in, bro. I'm going to take this risk 100 times out of 100 times. But yeah, I'm planning to do giveaways on my page, and then for event giveaways, I'll actually mention that on our team meeting on Monday that people in my live are wanting us to do giveaways. So I'll think about some merch or like maybe some signed gloves or a UFC fighter shorts, because we do get support from a lot of UFC fighters. So I'm sure they'd help us with the giveaway as well. Thank you, bro. Thank you, David, so much. He said, thank you. Well, he said, you good at what you do. Keep it up. Salute emoji. Appreciate that a lot. Yes. Exodus, part of the community. David, part of the community. Appreciate you guys joining today. Okay, this is what we need to see from Brad Tavares at the end of this fight. Hurt him. Hurt him. Mearshart won this third round, to be honest. Oh, fuck. I don't want to see this fight be close, man. Oh, man, I hate these kind of reffing jobs sometimes, man. They rig it, dude. Mearshart, you just got to lose, dude. You just got to lose. And then we're still live. We're live with an Emmett knockout and a Joe Anderson knockout, which I'm not sure either of those fights are actually going to hit. But if they do, we're going to be vibing tonight. I think that's clear win for Brad Tavares. I really got to run and use the washroom. So I'll be right back. All right. It's probably still commercials. Yes, it is. Where is my Haiju? Where'd I seriously put this? Weird, dude. Weird. Some posts for loners so we all can interact and shit. Fucking poster fell down again? For fuck's sakes. 29-28. Yeah. It better be 29-28, Tavares, bro. It better be. It better be Tavares here. Come on, Tavares. All three judges, come on. All three judges. Come on. Why is the stream lagging? No, no, no. Brad Tavares, baby. 2 picks away. 2 picks away, and we're up $2,000. I just don't think that Josh Emmett gets the freaking knockout, dude. I'm so confused, guys. I'm sorry. Wow, Brad Tavares is tied for the most UFC wins in the middleweight division. Is this WWE? This is UFC, baby. This is UFC, baby. This is for the big boys. This is the real stuff, the unscripted. This is the you can see me. Damn, a lot of birthdays. Where are my super shoes? I'll find it eventually. I'm literally tripping here trying to find this. I have no clue where it could be, but it's all good. Insider look at Patty Pimblett right now. What are they doing here? Iron Mike and Patty the Patty little promo here, or what are we saying here? Yeah. Maybe next week I'm gonna find you. Let me check. Tyler Hicks is singing again. Tyler Hicks is singing again. Who's Tyler Hicks? Tyler Hicks. Are you saying I look like Tyler Hicks? Because I could see that maybe a little bit, but not really. I don't know who Tyler Hicks is, bro. New York Times. Tyler Hicks. Anyways, PB Simmons. I appreciate your comment. Thank you so much. Well, I'm happy that we still got a parlay live. It's just not a good one, to be honest. I'm fucking don't think either of them are gonna hit my next 2 picks. I don't think either of these picks are gonna hit. Joe Anderson Brito by KO or submission over Pat Sabatini. I think Pat Sabatini's a live underdog there. So I'm actually not really too hyped that I got this guy by knockout, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully he can get it done 15 minutes. I'm just not sure. Josh Emmett by KO in a 25-minute fight against Lerone Murphy. I don't know if Barbosa can't knock you out. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But very live here. Very, very live. We'll see what happens. This is such a hard fight to break down, Michael Chandler versus Patty Tillman. We did have a commenter earlier on say, "Who do I have in this fight?" Or he actually I could recall it because it was back on YouTube. He said, "Why does Chandler keep getting co-main event slots when he's has lost almost all his UFC fights? It's a joke, bro. Iron Mike, he's been finished multiple times." Fuck, that's a valid point. You know what I mean? I do think Patty the Batty could get the win, but he's so violent. I could also see a Michael Chandler KO. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna get this fucking. I'm gonna do my research on these fights. I'm gonna break it down for you guys on Thursday next week. Who you got in the next fight on the card? Oh, on this card. Um, this fight was so weird to me. I didn't bet it. Liho Chang Ho. Apparently, he's had one fight in the UFC before. Actually, I'm gonna pull up what my partner sent me because he sent me some good stats on this one. I'm not gonna lie. Let me read them off to you. I don't know much about these guys. I can't lie. I haven't seen these guys fight before. I can't act like I have, or maybe I have and I just don't remember them. I think if you take this fight to go over 2.5 rounds is probably a smart bet, or go into decision. Either fighter could win. I have no clue. But um, Cortavius Ramos, he is 0-1 in the UFC. Chang Ho Lee is 1-0 in the UFC. He's the favorite. I'd probably take the guy who's undefeated with one win in the UFC. Betting on a guy that's lost his only fight in the UFC probably doesn't make that much sense, just being honest. But Zoo, hopefully that helps you out a bit, but not really looking forward to this fight. I'm kinda looking past it because we have Joe Anderson Brito by knockout, so I'm excited for that fight, and then we got Josh Emmett by knockout to complete the parlay. This fight was moved. This fight was moved, but here we are. Here's a real breakdown for you, brother. 31-30, little height advantage, little reach advantage from Chang Ho Lee. 5 wins by knockout they're showing right now, 10-1. And apparently he hopes to be called the Korean Khabib. So expect a lot of takedowns. Yeah, he shoots takedowns. And Katavius Ramos is not good at defending takedowns. So maybe I like Chang Ho Lee here by submission, or I like Chang Ho Lee here by decision. Those would be my 2 best bets. I'd sprinkle the submission for Lee just because Ramos has a loss already in the UFC, and I'd take him to win by decision. So 2 bets. I'd do 2 straight bets on this fight if I were to bet it, but I'm not. Just because I'm so unsure, and when I'm so unsure, I usually lose. And when I analyze fights, I usually lose. So I don't wanna lose. You feel me? Ja feel? Jaw feel me, bro? Should have a shot. I should start drinking on these live streams. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be entertaining? Every bet I win or every bet I lose, have to like shotgun a beer or something. That'd bring the Canadian out on this stream. They got Ramos reach, but Lee has a longer reach. Yeah, Lee has a longer reach. So the UFC don't even know, bro. That's weird. I did see some sharps take Ramos by decision, but I don't like that at all. I think he's gonna be the one getting taken down, the one getting controlled. I don't think he's gonna win on the feet. So I'd take Lee here by decision or by submission or by finish. By finish or by decision. I like Lee. I don't know nothing about his opponent though. They got yeah, I just read that. Makes sense, bro. Makes sense. YouTube. We've been live. Oh shit. I almost ended the stream. That could have been horrific. But Instagram will get disconnected in about 2-3 minutes here. That's just how the Instagram lives go. They end every hour or so. So we'll restart this bad boy up for the next fight. Tough fight to predict. Agree, Lee by TKO or decision. Yeah, I like him by. I could even see him getting a submission of some sort. Just being so heavy on the ground game that he ends up in like an arm triangle or some sort of choke. I could see that as well. Well, it's good, Reedy. Welcome back, bro. We're grinding through these fights right now. Straight grinding. But official prediction, I'd say Chang Ho Lee here by decision. He gets it done, gets her done, gets his second win in the UFC by decision. That'd be my best bet. Bro, these fights have been so fucking boring, or am I tripping? Yeah, Torres Finney kind of ruined the fun for everybody. But yeah, Torres Finney, the 4 significant strikes, like 14 and a half minutes of control time. Just disgusting. I mean, let's look through the card. If you're calling it boring, decision, 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 decision. A big knockout for Reese McKee. That was a sick fight. Totally deformed Daniel Franza's face in the first round. And then Barbosa, the chick, had that submission in the first round. A lot of sharps took that. That was sick. Torres Finney, underwhelming performance. Ode Osborne, what a knockout. Good for him. Brad Tavares, just a long fight. Gerald Mearshart didn't bring much to the table in that. So I can understand why you're kind of bored now. This fight doesn't make sense being this high up on the card as the feature fight. I don't think it makes sense. But apparently the UFC, fight night, they know what they're doing with the matchmaking here, not me. So hopefully it's fireworks. He has Chang Ho Lee's on a 4-fight win streak, 5 wins by knockout. Road to UFC Season 2 bantamweight winner. Yeah, that Reedy, that fucking Reese, whatever his name is. I shouldn't forget his name already. Reese McKee. He looked fucking crazy good in that. And then the other guy looked fucking beat. I was kind of surprised they stopped it, but I get it. He couldn't like see through his eye. His eye was completely shut and his lip was like half cut off of his face. So understand why they stopped it. You feel? I wasn't upset with that at all. Yeah, Robbie Lawler type shit. Dude, if you watch my Vegas vlog, I actually got to run into Robbie Lawler. I asked him a horrible question. I was just like, what do you think of Rob Font in his last performance? Because I was in Seattle and I saw that he was coaching Rob Font, but he coaches probably so many fighters. So it's just a really random ass question to ask fucking Hall of Famer Robbie Lawler when I could have asked him 100 different other questions. But what it is, yeah, Aftermath with gnarly looking. But yeah, Robbie Lawler was in my Vegas vlog. It's kind of crazy. Full eyeballed close, and I'm weak as fuck. He was probably like, I don't fucking know. For real. Yeah, he was like, "Fucking get me out of there." Yeah, he was like, "I don't know if I could keep going. You guys let me know." And the doctor was just like it was funny because the doctor was, like, standing by the coaches, and the coaches were, like, blocking the doctor out of the huddle and, like, really making sure that all his cuts were good. And then they were like, the doctor was trying to step in, the coaches were like, "No, this is what happens in a fight." And then after the bell rang for them to go back into the thing, coaches left, the doctor steps in, and he's like, "No, no, 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 no. You gotta stop it." So I thought that was also funny. Great start to this match. Bro, how far ahead are you, bro? I'm not even introductions done yet. Let me restart my stream. You're crazy, dude. You're so far ahead. Oh my god, I'm so far behind. 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, this fight's already started. Fuck intros. I just had to restart my stream. Great start to this match. Let's see. Is Lee yeah, Lee is on the single leg here. Kind of what I predicted. Lee is gonna be the one getting the takedowns. So, that's what I expected so far. I've never met a famous person, I swear. That was my first time literally in Vegas meeting anybody sort of famous. Or I guess on my Seattle trip. My first famous person is actually on my page. I ran into Bruce Buffer. That was the craziest shit. Because as a UFC fan, you run into Bruce Buffer, he's the GOAT. You know what I mean? So I freaked out. It's on my page. The caption's called "Fisting Bruce Buffer." You'll find that video. Uh, shit is still 1 minute in. Yeah, I'm a minute and a half in right now. Nice. Ramos getting out of that position there. Reversing the position completely. Huh. Oh, wow. Nice fucking takedown from Ramos. That was a decent little grappling match so far. Little wrestling match. Sorry for YouTube viewers. My stream on Instagram went turned off, so I'm just fixing that. So that's why I haven't been talking or reacting to this fight where with Lee has him on his back right now in the middle of the octagon with a fucking leg lock on his hip. So he's in a very dominant position here. 2 minutes left in the round. Could get a finish. He could get a fucking finish. Here you go. Should be back live on Instagram here. So it's called a zip tie around his gut. That is a dominant position. Sorry for all my Instagram viewers there. Sorry for anybody watching on Instagram. The live cuts out every hour or so, so sorry about that. We are mid-round 1 of Contavious Ramos versus Lee Chang-ho, and Lee Chang-ho is just dominating so far. There was Ramos reversed the position halfway during the fight, but, Lee's found his way back into the middle of the octagon, wrapped around his back in a very dominant position here, so pretty entertaining fight. He's got Ramos bleeding, potentially could get the choke locked in here in the first round. Wow, he might have the chin here. It looks like he does. It looks like he does. That's gonna be it. That's oh, no, he doesn't have the chin. Wow. Wow, really good from Ramos, but just getting beat up right now in a horrible position with his leg tie around his hip. How's he reversed that position? I've never seen a fighter be able to reverse the position like that, just literally crawl over. That was pretty entertaining. Switched from IG, LOL. Yes, bro, yes. I met Anthony Pettis in Cancun. Chill guy. Fuck yeah. I bet he is. Most fighters are so chill, dude. Like, I wouldn't have expected that, but their poise, their wisdom, their experience, their maturity, their hands are legal weapons, you know what I mean? So these guys have to have, like, this calm, cool, collected demeanor about them, and I have so much respect for fighters. They're always gonna be the most genuine, nice people, like, maybe not right before their fight, but even so, like, I'm able to, like, go see these guys right before the night of their fight or the day before their fight, on the day of their fight, after their fight, and they're always so cool, so genuine, always open to talk, never pushing away, always open for a photo or whatever it is, you know? I have a lot of respect for them, for the UFC and the fighters, of course. But that's cool. We're back live on Instagram, by the way. Sweat and Blood, he became slippery. You met him and he was like sweaty and bloody in Cancun? Was like, were you talking about the show Chang Li, how he reversed the position there? That's probably what you're talking about, which makes sense. Yeah, that's exactly how he must have done it. Just slipped his way out of there. It was kind of crazy how he rolled onto his back. But bro is definitely Korean Khabib, LOL. I'll fuck with this one for sure. Yeah, that's what they were saying. He wants to be known as the Korean. I mean, hard dick shot, hard knee to the dick. Oh wow, that was a hard nut shot. I heard that one. Oh yeah, that was a fucking dick knee. Straight to the peen, straight, need him to the peen. I need to take I need to take that. Let's get it, he says. Let's get it. Are you ready? Let's get it. One play for sure. So far, both guys game at as well. Yeah, I like. Yeah. They're both gaining my respect right now. I won't forget these guys the next time we fight. You know what I mean? Wow, Ramos looking really good after this nut shot. He's coming back real fast, being the aggressor, taking his back. Wow, defending the leg lock so good. This Lee guy is really so good. But he gets the hooking, gets the hooking. He's on his back. Ramos can get a sub in. Now he's trying to shake him off his back, get him high. But he's got the leg locks in. That's going to be tough to just shake somebody off with the hooks in. He might get a choke in here. Oh, now he's going for the armbar. He totally switched off from the armbar and now leaves back on top. Wow, shouldn't have changed that. He shouldn't have went for the armbar there. Guess he wasn't feeling good. At least 2018 up until now. Damn, bro, how are you 4 minutes ahead of me? Yeah, yeah, I have Lee winning this as well. My best pick for this fight was Lee by decision. That's what I would have went Lee by decision here. Just makes sense. 1-0 in the UFC. The other guy doesn't have a win. They're both unranked. It's bantamweight. You don't see a lot of knockouts in bantamweight. Take the guy who has more experience and skill. He's also got the nickname of he wants to be the Korean Khabib, so, like, that's deadly. Yeah. There's no sharp underdog play here, although he is live still. Like, I'm happy I'm not betting this one. He's definitely live. He looked good coming out of that, nut shot break. It's real good, actually. My audio quality is way better in Instagram. That's weird. I wonder why. But yeah, you could go back and watch on Instagram, man. I need to fix that for future streams. I'm unsure why the audio would be different. They're both kind of. Oh wow, he might tap. I think he might have Lee in some sort of armbar here or something. No, he's out. He's out. That was super weird position that they were in. And I appreciate you letting me know that. I'm gonna let my coworkers know. Okay, that's good to know. I just sent that to my team as well. Hopefully they could fix that. I'm not sure why I sound muffled, but I appreciate the comment. Yeah. Lee is pounding off with a minute 50 left. Pounding off, man. He may, oh no, if he doesn't start defending, it is supposed to be. Oh wow, the ref's gonna call it. The ref's gonna step in, I think. Too many elbows. Wow, wow. Lee is beating the shit out of him. 62 significant strikes to 0. Yeah, you call that, man. You call that all day. Wow. This guy was fucking entertaining, dude. Wow, that was fucking dope. I'm happy I didn't bet on that. Oh, shit is right, Blitz. Oh, shit is right. Fuck. See, it's not very likely that this fight ends in a KO, the next fight ends in a KO, and the next fight ends in a KO, but that's how my parlay goes. The next 2 fights ending by KO. I would have loved to see a decision here just for, like, to make it seem more possible. I don't know. I feel so bad about my next 2 bets. I feel like I'm gonna be a loser tonight. That's how I feel. But we won't know for sure until, these next 2 fights. I'm a new fan of this dude. I agree, Blitz. He's got my fandom as well. Whenever I see the Korean Khabib fighting on a card, I'm probably gonna bet him, to be honest. He has a great fight style. Heavy on the fucking boxing. He had some kicks. Great ground game. I like that guy a lot. He didn't just, like, try to take him down and take him down, like, he was constantly going for a submission, constantly looking for more effective strikes. Like, yeah, I like that guy. Oh, oh, we got 2 more fights in and I'm ready to go to bed. Just kidding. Bro, Anderson Brito. Come on, buddy. Josh Emmett. Come on, buddy. Make my night. Just make my night. I'd literally be so happy. I wouldn't even be, like, jumping around, but I'd be happy. A little $2,000. Bro, I think Dominic Cruz is the most annoying commentator ever. OMG. I'd rather listen to Laura after about than ever have to listen to Cruz talking. picks. I'll give you my thoughts on commentator Cruz right after I hear this guy's victory speech, even though it's not going to be in English. Hopefully, he wins me over as a fan here. I want to hear him say one word of English, like a "let's go" or something. Say a little bit of English, and I'm here for you, bro. Oh, I like him. I don't love him. Bro, actually pisses me off. Bisping is annoying too, but he, one uncle, annoyances. Oh, he's switching it. He wants to be the Korean machine, the Korean Rob. You know why he said that instead of Khabib? Because Rob's the GOAT. Khabib and Rob, you can't even compare their fucking their win streaks, because Marab's is real against fucking badasses, Jose Aldo's, Henry Cejudo, Peter Yan. They're not the same. I want to be more like Marab. He said, "Fuck that Khabib Nurmagomedov fucking nickname. I want to be the team. I want to be who people are calling the GOAT." Or am I reaching that? But I like commentator Cruz, bro, personally, because there's so many shit dog shit commentators. Like I think commentator Cruz does good, Elder does good. This bro, DC, Joe Rogan even at it's like just brutal. And their reactions are so over the top. Somebody gets hit. Oh, he's hurt. Why doesn't he stop the fight? Like they overreact. They are, especially this thing, especially DC. I could, when I see commentator Cruz on the card, I'm not upset. I'm like, this is good. Murad eats Sean in the rematch. Oh, you won't like that. I'm hammering Sugar Sean. I don't get that. Healthy Sean's locked in, healed, and fixed up. Volkanovski, Lopez, Dog, Tampa Dog. Gene Silva's a big favorite. Like Pitbull's dog. Dominic Reyes' dog. Reyes knocked out. Silva knocked out. Um, I haven't looked at that card too hard. I know the fights that are happening. It's just like I literally actually have to look at the past fights, break it down, the most recent fights, how they looked in their most recent fight, how's that fighter style in their last fight compared to their opponent's last fight or stuff like that. I just like to actually like, think before I just go. Best commentator, Paul Felder and John Anderson. John Anderson, not John Anderson. And bro, Sean is done. Bro, dude, literally, his wife, husband, is a cock. I don't know if he would have won, but that's a chance. We could leave the sugar slander to later. Don't even grab my. We win. Sean O'Malley's gonna win against Marab for a spinning back head kick. All right. He's gonna land a spinning back leg. He's gonna knock out him out. He's not even gonna have to follow up the shots. Roundhouse, literally a blueprint. Marcio Ruffy knocked out King Green. That's what's gonna happen. Sean O'Malley versus Marab, backed up against the cage. Oh, flips it out and gets him. Believe, believe in it, baby. Feel good about it. Okay, we got Brito by knockout here. Let's get this one down. How are you guys enjoying this card so far? Let me know what you rate it out of 10. There's been some knockouts. There's been some decisions. Hopefully, it ends with another 2 knockouts, and we can call this one because one of the best cards out there. Okay, Joe Anderson Brito. I want to break this to play time notes. Pat Sabatini versus Joe Anderson Brito. Pat Sabatini is 9 and 15, 2 knockouts, 12 submissions. I see a lot of people going Pat Sabatini submission here. He has heavy grappling, but he's fighting a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, man. I don't know. In those 19 wins that Pat Sabatini has, he does have him finish. He finished 11 out of 19, which is pretty impressive stat. Joe Anderson Brito coming off of a loss, but 4 wins before that. Jack Shore win, Jonathan Pierce, Alexander. He's lost against William Gomez. We saw William Gomez lose against Hyder and Mill. Um, uh, but Brito does have a 74% finish rate. Maybe a little higher, actually. Jonathan Brito is coming off a split decision win to loss, to William Gomez, snapping his fight win streak. But I think he's more well-rounded. I think he could get the win here. I'm a little bit scared of Pat Anderson just being explosive in the first and going and throwing something crazy, getting him to the ground and locking in a submission of some sort. But let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's just hope that Rito gets another one of the signatures here. And yeah, that's my little breakdown for this fight. Give me Brito by knockout because we need it. Because we need it. I'm going to lose it because it's one of my last fights. Let's hope no takedowns get taken down. Just stays on the feet. Brito lands. Connects. I'm going to take another look at the chat here. Marab is the definition of a champ. Sean is the definition of the fake champ. My boy, this whole record is shit. Actually, when you check the Sugar State Athletic Commission, I'm pretty sure that you have things misconstrued. I'm pretty sure he's still undefeated. Card is right. It's all right. The last KO was fire. Yeah, there's been some fire KOs on this. There's been some fire KOs. Let's see two more. Let's see a Josh Emmett and let's see a 3-2 KO, and then let's put a if anything, Peter is more deserving of a rematch. Peter Yan would sell 0 pay-per-views. And take it from me, I was on the Sean train. Well, I still am on the Sugar Sean train. So it'll take me devastating KO loss to get off of the hype train. So even if he loses another split decision loss to Marab, it's like where Marab looks like a more beat up fighter at the end of it. Like, you can rest the fuck yourself until you become the champion in the UFC. Sean O'Malley, man, I'm definitely gonna take him with underdog money in that fight. I have to. Underdog, dude. Plus money on Sean. Dana White wants Sean to be champ. More money. Yeah, real more money. It's way more marketable to put a fight card around Sean O'Malley than to put a fight card around Peter Yan. You know what I mean? You would even put Peter Yan as there's 2 champions fighting on a card, you're gonna put Peter Yan as the second to fight Cocaine, you know what I mean? So, it's just how it is. You gotta care about the business side of the UFC as well once you start getting up there. I bet Corey kills Sean, a lot of people said that. A lot of people have said that. It's like the fight that fans wanna see, right? It's the fight that fans could be able to see if they see Sean win. Sean wins, who's Corey's last fight against? Didn't he just have a great win against Biggie or something? He fought someone. Ooh, yeah, if he fucking knocks out Davidson Figueroa or something, he could get the next fight against Sean. Cheeto's not washed. Cheeto is just not that good. He's just so good. I'd give Sean a couple months of tune-up fights and 2 grappling matches for the title. That's also a fair point. Like he talks about how he cleaned up his act, he doesn't play video games, he doesn't do this stuff. But as he mentioned once that he's wrestling more, does anybody see any videos in the gym doing wrestling grappling? I see him striking, but I don't see him. He really got taken down in each round of that last fight. So if he's not training the proper wrestling, he's gonna get the same thing that happened to him in the first fight, and then excuses after. I promise you, Cheeto is lost. He literally caught Megan. Well, Cheeto's booked to fight against Mario Batista, and I'd like to believe that he's better than Mario Batista. So, and I wouldn't say Mario Batista's washed, but he also didn't look good in his Jose Aldo fight, even though he won. He looked like Pat Sabatini making his walk to the ring right now. Need him to get knocked out. Not feeling good about it. Sean is Disney Dream. Don't even say that. I was the biggest secret artist on the thing for the longest amount of time. I swear since like 2018, I was like, easy this, easy that, easy. So many fights. And now he's just, if you look at my like very first video on my Cody Talks page, it's me reacting to his loss against Nasty Club. And if he won that fight, I had a money line. If he won that fight, I would have won like 5K, over 5K. Disgusting that he got knocked out that fight. Very disgusting. I really, I made a video before his fight, breaking it down and saying how he's gonna have a comeback to his revival of his career. He just couldn't have let me more down that night. I never want to see him again. I don't care to see him fight again. Like I hope I see him fight, but I don't think he's gonna win. And that sucks. So my audio's muffled, eh? Damn. Let me try and fix this. I was getting some comments on YouTube saying the same thing. Um, can you guys hear me all right? Hello? Hello, hello? Hopefully that's good. I'm not too sure. No, I got Brito. Yeah, the audio went to shit. Damn, it really went to shit, eh? It's better now? It's better now? I'm trying to figure this out for you guys. I'm sorry. It's better now. It's better now. Hello? I got Brito by KO. Bro, all of those title defenses were better opponents than Sean's last 5 fights. Disagree, hard disagree, hard disagree. Aljamain Sterling, Merab Dvalishvili, Peter Yan. Get out of here. I love you. Okay, it's better now. Perfect, 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 Perfect. Keith Peterson. Can my screen just stop buffering? Like trying to watch a fight? I'll just came back after a quick turnaround and review. Yeah, well, Sean O'Malley freaking took that Murad fight injured. So I don't know. It's so hard to defend these people when they lose. And they have been fighting good. He always come on, Brito by knockout. Come on. Let's not sweat this one. Just do it early. I'm not gonna say shit anymore. I'm still ahead. Appreciate you. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. But we need the knockout here. I hope you're telling me that it went early. No, don't tell me Pat Sabatini by sub. Don't. I'm gonna be so gross if Pat Sabatini sub hits. He won't choke him out. That won't happen. No, we need him by knockout, not by sub. Brito, get out. Let him out, Brito. Let him out. Let him out, Brito. Yes. Get his head out. Don't be gilly. Don't be silly. He tried. He really tried. But can Brito ever get out of this position? I'm not sure. How the fuck do you get out of a position like this? Flip him over, I guess, somehow. Yeah, flip him, get up and under. Yeah, Pat Sabatini's looking really, really good. He's getting up a little bit, but only up to his butt. So he's still on his back here, unfortunately. Get him off. Don't tell me Pat Sabatini locks in the guillotine here. Don't fucking tell me that. No, I don't like how dominant Sabatini's looking here. He's looking straight dominant. Yeah, at least it's active grappling, right? Like, at least it's active. Yeah, I just hate the grappling because I have this fight ending by a finish. So like, could we stand him up here or something? Like, taken down after the first exchange. What do you mean that's a 10-8 round Bisbin? What do you mean that's a 10-8 round by Bisbin? Clearly, that's a 10-8 round. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you think all those Torres Finney rounds were 10-8? That's so gross that he would say this is a 10-8 round. When you're a commentator, you're not commentating that this is a 10-8 round. That's not your job. You're not a ref. 10-8 is crazy to say 10-8. But now I assume that one of the fucking shitty judges wrote down 10-8 just because Bisping couldn't keep his fucking mouth shut. This is why I don't like Bisping. Why is he saying 10-8 round? That's not his job to call a 10-8 round. And that wasn't even a 10-8 round. What makes that a 10-8 round? What did he see that I'm not seeing? Because that did not read 10-8 to me. Damn, I might have to try disconnecting my mic. Ugh, yeah. I mean, let it slide. He has one eye, right? Um, so I'll do that after. Nice Brito. Come on, let's see a Brito KO here. Let's see it. What's good, Robbie? Pat Sabatini. We have him getting flatlined here, hopefully. But looked really fucking good in that first round. Let's not see a Brito sub here. We don't need that. And Sabatini with fucking 4.5 minutes in the ground in the round gets him down. Ridiculous. Sabatini's dominating this fight, you could say. I mean, Bisping scored the first round at 10-8. Couldn't believe it. I don't know why I saw this fight Brito being on top, but damn. At what point I mean, not it's not gonna get stood up at all. It just won't be. So, like, 10 minutes on your back going into the 3rd round is gonna be brutal. He's gonna shoot another takedown with 10 seconds into the 1st and just land it, and my parlay's cooked, boys. My parlay's completely cooked. Brito knockout. Come on, dude. Come on, can you get up? More of the same. I thought Brito was gonna pull up a guillotine, but it had bad hip positioning. Fuck, man. It's just so boring when a fighter just sits on you for 15 minutes, like, they're just laying on top of you. It is so disappointing. I hate this kind of fight style, dude. I hate it. 'Cause, yeah, it wins in decision fights, but it's just so boring. It's good, Jesse. Let me know how I sound, dude. Let me know if it's okay. I'm trying to stay as close to you as I can. But, yeah, we had some people complaining that it's muffled on YouTube as well. Still good, appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. Our last stream was, pretty bad, that's why. Oh, wow. So, a bit muffled, but can still understand everything you say. Okay, okay. Just try to fix it. Hello, hello. Did that work? Here. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. Maybe that worked. Um, damn, I don't know about the mic, guys. I'm sorry. So weird because we ran tests and it said it was good before, and I'm not sure. That's really shitty. I agree, but literally anything to get him out of this position, man. But he's not going to. Sabatini by fucking hugging him on the ground for 15 minutes was not my prediction of how this fight went. So shitty. I was so close picking Pat Sabatini, man. I was so close. Well, if Emmett wins this next fight by knockout, I'm gonna be devastated. Oh, boring fight, dude. What a boring fight. Spine shots? What the fuck? Yeah, at the end of that fight, that looked like some fucking spine shots. Yeah, 9 minutes and 4 seconds of ground control is completely disgusting, bro. Completely fucking utter disgusting. Brito's committed to a guillotine here in the 3rd round because he got taken down within the 1st minute again. So fucked, man. Brito on the ground for this whole fight is not how I expected it to go. That's the ref. Are you allowed to call this one to keep standing or no? Like, probably not, right? You just gotta let it continue to be fought here on the ground for another 5 minutes, even though there's no real submission threat. I feel like that's been proven over the last 2 rounds that there's no submission threat from Pat Sabatini on the top. Man, what a disappointing bet. Why did so many people say Brito knockout? I guess he has most of his wins by knockout, but I guess when you deep look at this fight a little deeper, bro's coming off of a loss. Sabatini's got a lot of submission wins, size advantage a little bit. Motherfucker, man. Fucking Sabini, man. What a shitty way to compete. I agree, man. Just so boring. You just wanna lay on somebody for 5 rounds, 3 rounds. Yeah, that's what I was looking at as well, the fight resume. Clearly not the right pick here. Damn, what a sell for my parlay, dude. What a fucking sell. That's really so sad. I needed that shit. Fuck, boys, I needed that shit. Boring fight, boring. Anybody even watching this dog shit? Like, this is actually so boring. Like, great win for Pat Sabatini. Good job. Good job for Torres Finney to win by bear hug. But, like, at least he's done a lot more. He's a lot more active, like, but just, like, no standing at all. Literally, first exchange out of every round was straight to the takedown. So, that's just so whack. What a way for my parlay to go out. Not even any life at a knockout at all. You know, constantly on the ground for 15 minutes. Sabatini might be getting the finish here at late round 3. Man, Sabatini sold me so hard. He sold me like 3K if Josh only gets the knockout. Ooh, 4 minutes of 30 seconds control time in the first round. 4 minutes, 34 seconds in the second round. 4 minutes and 30 seconds in the third round. Let the poster fall till the audience your house is haunted. Bro, it's falling, dude. I hear it falling. I can literally hear it untaping and behind me. Ugh. They say 14 and a half minutes of ground control. Holy shit, we just saw this guy hug him on the ground for 14 and a half minutes. Yeah, that scoring start card seems about right. I guess you could score one of those rounds at 10-8 now that literally nothing happened the whole fight. Man, we needed Brito by knockout to be, like, live here for the main event, but we have nothing going into the main event now. We're cooked, boys. We're done. We're out. But UFC 314, I gotta bounce back, and I gotta bounce back all dude. I gotta bounce back next week. I'm not going hard on Josh Emmett. Knockout. I'm just not doing it. Yeah, dude, what the fuck was Brito doing, dude? Couldn't get off of his back. Boring AF, dude. Boring AF. Hey, X Cadiz, thank you for the follow on Cody Talks. I appreciate that. Fuck, fuck, dude. Yeah, 30-26, 30-26, and 30-27. Ooh, I mean, we love him. I'm sure he's gonna come onto the show, but man, he just shut him out. Hmm? So close, but so far. I love Brito as well. That's gonna hurt. I'm weak, bro. Said we got him. Bro got jokes. What the fuck? I really thought he would win that shit, man. I thought he was like gonna go in there and fuck up Pat Sabatini, bro. Just did not see that going how it went at all, dude. One, two, do, 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 do. Yeah, man. If I don't don't have people over, I'll tune in next week too. Thanks for being here, dude. You know your shits. You are in it. Thank you so much. That actually turns me up a lot. I'm hoping that next week the homies let me do a live stream at the homies, like set up my camera and like drink, like just like be with the homies in live stream. You know, it could be cool. So we'll see if they're comfortable with that. You know, I know a lot of them don't want to be on camera, and a lot of them don't like what we talk about as the boys to be on live stream. You know, so I think that's I hope Emmett sends Murphy. I mean, I think Lerone Murphy is gonna just do his thing for 25 minutes, win the decision. That's my prediction. I told you Emmett will win, bro. You definitely did. We'll see. We shall see. He is half orc, dude. He does have that half orc. But the last orc that fought in the UFC was Marvin Vittori, and what happened? He lost a 5 round decision, bro. And he was inactive for a while. Rob Murphy, decision win. Locked her in. Lock her in and feel good about it, man. See, true, but Emmett is also the only person to go 5 rounds with Ilya. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what everyone says. Or was it 3 rounds? It was 5 rounds, bro. Pretty sure that fight was 5 rounds. But guess what? He lost, bro. He lost that fight. He has the most knockdowns in the UFC featherweight division, which is like, he has the most knockdowns with taken by knockout right away, right? I like Lerone Murphy. I'm actually gonna toss him in. Decision in on the parlay. But even if he wins, I probably won't win because I got like a bunch of winning. But we'll do Lerone Murphy by this. I like the wins. I like the wins. 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't know. I just locked in a little bit on Murphy by decision. Either way, he went a place for either way, he went a place for I guess. Yeah, true, but look at where Ilya has gone after that fight. I don't know. I think that plays a big factor in confidence. True. Josh Emmett has confidence. Don't get me wrong. In the media day, he's saying, "Yo, I have power that I've never had before. I'm healthier than I've ever been before. I'm only getting stronger. I'm only getting better." What's he gonna say? He's getting worse? You know what I mean? We gotta see him actually look better. No better test than the Murphy undefeated prospect. Really surprised he didn't fight on the last London card, but I guess this makes more sense. Victoria's new nickname is Jose. The legend, dude. He's the legend because he beats all the legends. He's the legend. Matador is gone. He's the legend. Let me get real tough in here for this one. Lerone must be a win, a decision, and I will be winning no money because Joe Anderson just blew my parlay. Joe Anderson just blew my parlay. Also, I'm big rooting against Josh Emmett KO right now because I had that in my last parlay. And if Brito won, I would have won if he gets the knockout. Hopefully not. Lerone Murphy, Josh Emmett's 40 years old now. No, you don't tend to do so well when you're 40 years old in UFC. Maybe he gets finished. Huh? We haven't even mentioned that. Maybe Josh Emmett gets finished in this one. He is eighth overall. Lerone Murphy's 10, 33 years old, though. This is around his peak. But and it means that he's reached the new peak. So we will see. He's got the height advantage. He's got the reach advantage. He's got the strikes landed advantage. He lands more. I mean, look at his fight against Edson Barbosa. Leon Murphy, holy shit. He literally landed over 400 strikes, or threw over 400 strikes. I think he landed like 300 or 250. So Buddy throws a lot of fucking strikes. Josh Emmett throws more power, but definitely doesn't throw as many strikes as Murphy. I think the kicks will come in crucial here. Josh Emmett has 7 first round finishes, third lowest bottom percentage, position percentage, most knockdowns in UFC history at 12. I don't think he's even going to knock Murphy down. I don't see it happening. Emmett looks good, hydrated. Yeah, but we didn't. Why didn't really finish him? In my opinion, this fight against Barbosa was kind of mid. Edson did way better than I think people were expecting. Edson did look really good. Barbosa looked. I mean, Murphy really good, dude. I was really impressed by Lerone Murphy. I wanted Edson Barbosa to win that fight so bad because I didn't know much about Lerone Murphy, but he's him, bro. He really is him. I think the media and everybody were overhyping Josh Emmett here a little. He's a big underdog, so I mean Vegas doesn't think so. Maybe we're overhyping Murphy. I mean everything I said tonight is kind of in the air. I've had some really good short picks. I think I went 7 for 8 on my picks or something like that. Just the Torres winning by decision. It's like obviously that was gonna happen. I was trying to be out of the box with that one. Pick Valentin there, that was wrong. And then Joe Anderson by knockout was whew, at 17 a big underdog. Should bet that. Made the young lion fight his heart out, but then again, I don't think Emmett would give Barbosa a fight like Murphy did. Exactly, bro. Exactly. This should be a banger. We're overhyping Ilya Taporia in that Josh Emmett fight, though. Ilya Taporia in that Emmett fight isn't the fighter he is nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Still really fucking good, but you know it. Round two KO by half orc man. That's not a bad call. But Lerone Murphy decision. That's my best bet. Jason Herzog. This fight might end by an eye poke. Murphy got good ass footwork. I don't think this shit is going the distance. Probably not gonna go the distance. Hmm. I like what you guys are saying, and I did have Josh Emmett in my parlay for knockout. Remember that, guys. Yeah, he does know how to reel people into that big bomb, but I don't think Murphy's gonna get reeled into shit. He's gonna control him at distance. Leg kicks, body kicks, teep kicks, head kicks, calf kicks, big jab, big jab, big jab, big 1-2. A lot of counter striking, a lot of moving back. Emmett's gonna be on his front foot most of this fight. Lerone Murphy's gonna look like a prime Israel Adesanya here, baby. Come on. No glove touch. No glove touch. Damn, you guys are already into this fight, eh? I fucking need to refresh my stream a little bit here. I know nothing happens for the first 30 seconds. Might as well reset my stream. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I'm already a minute and a half in. Weird. Oh, Emmett's got him rocked a bit. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. Holy shit. Emmett knockout's so live. It is so live. Got a little blood on Josh Emmett's head. Not sure where that's from or where he's cut. Yeah, I'm on stream Sportsnet Plus, so I got the fights live. Keep throwing that kick, Murphy. Keep throwing that kick, bro. He's landing these kind of sneaky elbows when Josh Emmett's coming in. That's what's going to continue to cut him up. Oh, awesome. My Instagram stream cut out. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love when my stream cuts out right at the main event. But low key, I'm getting good at fucking getting this right back up. Oh, it was a clash of heads that cut him up. There we go. Should be back up on Instagram any second here. Save that, save that. Appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate you big. IG dropped again. I appreciate you. I'm on it. I'm on it. Yeah, that's my fault. Every hour or so, the stream drops on Instagram. It's very shitty. And we're gonna eventually be going live on TikTok as well, so hopefully we don't have the same problem in the future. I'll mention this also on my team call tomorrow. But yeah, we're back live on Instagram, bro. Sorry about that. But we can get this out of here. We can get this out of here. Fight's going good so far. They're both looking good. They're both looking real good. Murphy's just landing these kind of elbows. The blood that we see dripping off of Josh Emmett's head is actually from a head clash, not of any elbow that was thrown. So that's interesting. We're back, guys. We're back. Welcome back, Instagram chat. It's been dope chatting with you guys tonight, for real. A lot of good comments. I think we still got some time together here as I see this fight going the distance. Two real tough guys in the division. Lagging a bit on my stream. Don't like that. Not a fan of the lag. Not a fan of the lag. Emmett is fucked up. Scar tissue. Yeah. Bro headbutted his shit crazy. Yeah, I saw that. They both looked good in this first round. They both had moments, right? I think they both had moments in this first round. Tough to score. Score for Murphy just off a little bit of damage there. But yeah. Murphy decision. That's what we got. Landing. Let's keep that game plan up. This is gonna be a good ass fight. This is the savior to this card right now because there was some bunk fights on this card. I'm not gonna lie. I was ready to rate this. Elbow was cool though. I was ready to rate this card a little higher because knockouts were going, my parlay was going, everything was going good, and then getting to the main card and shit. Super competitive. Emmett's corner for his jab is garbage. Yeah, I mean, get ready to watch Josh Emmett get hit with like 1,000 jabs here. There's one. But that's what they want. They don't want him to be scared of going in for a takedown because of the jab. You know, the jab can't earn that much respect. It's not going to knock you out. And now Josh Emmett landed a huge body slam there, kind of. Just kind of threw him, actually. I have seen some sharps take Leon Murphy by submission here. Maybe he could pull off something from his back. That would be pretty interesting to see. Still riding second round KO for the Orc, man. It's very possible. It's very live. 4 minutes left. Josh Emmett's on his back almost. You know, has him in a very particular position. You know. Oh, he's going for the gilly. Wow. Out though. He rolled out. Emmett rolled out. Murphy, nice shots to the body. That visibly hurt him. That hurt him a bit. Ooh, shiznit. From somebody in the chat. From my boy Blitz. Ooh, shiznit is right. This is a good one. My poster's gonna fall. I bet any money on it. This one's gonna fall. Wow, nice spinning kick to the body by Murphy. Josh Emmett's mixing up some wrestling here, shooting for a double leg. Doesn't get it. Good clinch control time for Josh Emmett. Nice body knee. Lerone Murphy keeping him up while you're shooting that single leg. That was pretty sweet. That was pretty sweet. Fucking Josh going for the takedown. Glad I didn't bet this one. Even fight. Yeah, even fight so far. I just snuck in a little Murphy decision to like one leg of the future parlay with some baseball, NHL, and stuff. It's definitely not gonna hit, but I'd love to see Lerone Murphy just get it done here by decision. Further his career in the featherweight division, continue being a problem that he is, and then continue booking Josh Emmett against these kind of like what I say, what I say. Continue versing Josh Emmett against the Bryce Mitchells and these guys coming up. I'd like to see Josh Emmett versus Gene Silva or something like that. You know what I mean? So, gonna go fix that. No, no, it broke. No, it broke. Wolfie broke. Let's see if you could. Yeah, you can see that in the camera. That's good at least. But that shit definitely did break. All right, 30 seconds left in the second round here. Give the KO. Come watch this. I don't know, bro. Emmett outstruck him in the first round, so Emmett probably won the first round actually. But Murphy definitely won the second round. Man, I can't believe my poster just broke. Look at the glass. Look at the glass. That's so shitty. Hopefully it doesn't fall again. I don't want to see it break anymore. Hopefully that's all right. What if outside leg kick snap? Haunted. I know, bro. You saw that? The ghosts are fucking with me right now. Ooh, we're not gonna let you hit a parlay. Ooh. Apparently that's what they're saying. Two could have gone to anyone. I think Emmy pushing the pace may have landed more as well. Emmy did not land more. Oh, yeah, Emmett didn't land more in the second round. The big ass, he had the slam and he had the little clinch time. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'd say it's 1-1 going into the third. 1-1. If you think it's 2-0 for Emmett, then you think it's 2. No, I think it's 1-1 though. Oh, it's just my fault. I knew it. Tell that shit to stay one time, chat. Tell that shit to stay up. 19-19, yeah. Third round's looking good though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Third round's looking good. Josh Emmett's throwing. Josh Emmett's coming out throwing. Holy shit. 19-19 after two is what the tweets are saying. And I agree. Nice. Fucking Murphy is so nice on the feet, man. I'll sell you to pawn. What's that even mean? Wow, Emmett's throwing some big overhands here. Josh Emmett's throwing some big overhands here in the third. Fucking posters, dude. Fuck, dude. Murphy has nasty kicks, bro. Nasty kicks. You've seen them to the body, you've seen them to the head, and you've seen them to the calf already. And I was telling you your pick to stay up, bro. Thank you, bro. Stay the fuck up. You heard the man. Stay up. You too, Ali. I'll get a Jake Paul poster. How about that? Gee, you'd think they'd listen, you know? Murphy got great elbows. Murphy is so offensively sound. His defense looks great. Yeah, the oblique kick. His kicks are insane, dude. Josh Emmett's really got that overhand. Come here, boy. Get him in the cage, wrestle his ass off, and Emmett's just fucking outclassing him on the feet, man. The kicks. Like he's gonna set it up with another kick here. Yeah. That high kick, he's dropping his or keeping his hands up, and then he rips the body. Eyeball poke? No. Yeah, a little bit. Dude, it would be an eye poke thing with Jason Herzog. He might have to take a point just because he has a bad rep. Leon Murphy is fighting like this. He's literally going like this every exchange. He is doing it. Clear as day eye poke. Taking a point if he does it again. That's the right call to make, I believe. It's just like, why fight like this and like this when you could fight like this and like this? You can fight like this, or you could fight like this. And a lot of fighters choose to fight like this. He's still doing it. Crazy good kicks, man. His kicks turn me on. Pause. No diddy. That body kick is nasty. Zero diddy. How'd Josh Emmett just get him to the ground there? Off like a trip. Why would you want Josh Emmett on top of you? Okay. We're in the corner. My live, I refreshed it. First round, that round's done. It's better to tighten your fist when you approach your target, like a that's some taekwondo shit. That's some karate shit. I remember taking a class and they were like, fist here, fist like this. Hey, 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 hey. I don't even it feels so unnatural to have your but I'm also not wearing the gloves, so, like, I don't know. Yeah, there's literally 0 reason. They should be more strict on having your fingers out like that, and it should be penalized a little harder, in my opinion. Emmett about to bully that him. I don't know, what's this, the 4th round? He's already had 15 minutes to bully him. He hasn't bullied him yet, though. 2 for Murphy, 1 for Emmett in the YouTube chat. I agree with that. I agree with that. Can't have no point deduction in the 4th round here from an eye poke, I'll tell you that for free. Why is my stream lagging so hard? I'm on Sportsnet. I don't know why. Oh, he dropped Emmett. What was that? My stream lag. He dropped him, though. Did you guys see that? He low-key been walking, waking him the whole fight. Seems like Murphy kinda running. Murphy's defense is just on one, bro. YouTube, there's no lag? Perfect, perfect. Not even that, like, my stream is lagging, like, the fight stream is actually lagging, which is more salty for me even, trying to watch this shit. Nah, 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 Murphy's not running, it's just Josh Emmett's style of fighting is walking down like this. Leon Murphy knows that, so he's just fucking keeping the distance, keeping that kick, keep the jab, keeping him in my range so he's not just defending, taking on double legs this whole fight. I think it's a great game plan from both of them. Think it's good. It should be good here from Murphy. Like Izzy kind of, bro, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna see a little Izzy clone in this fight at featherweight. Lerone Murphy's fighting like a prime Israel Adesanya right now, and he could take a punch. No, no, Yoel didn't do anything in that fight. That fight was the worst fight ever. Some people's worst fight ever was Izzy versus Yoel. But I could see how he kinda looks like a Yoel build for this division maybe. Oh, those body kicks, dude. Emmett, dude, he's gonna feel that shit tonight. That overhand right still landing for Josh Emmett. I think he feels that. Oh, I thought we almost just saw the knockout punch there. The way Murphy loads everything into that right hand is just unreal. He still has that knockout potential. Don't sleep on it, boys. It could happen here. Lerone Murphy's taking 2, 3 right hands here in the 4th round, back to back. Fuck. Yeah, a lot of these champion fighters actually do that. They fight on their back foot because the champion has to take their title, you know what I'm saying? So they don't have the pressure to, like, bring the fight. As the champion, you're defending the belt, you know what I mean? So they kind of you won't see these champions just rush in and keep walking their fighter down like Emmett's doing right now. You're gonna see them fight more like Lerone Murphy, picking and choosing their moments. They're both cracking, though. They're both fucking cracking. Not many more of them calf kicks, though, or he might be fucked, yeah. 17 leg strikes. He's beating up the calf, he's beating up the body, he's beating up the head. It's just class. There's levels, man. There's levels. Lerone Murphy's showing that he's top 5 here. Imagine Lerone Murphy versus Yair Rodriguez or Lerone Murphy versus fucking Mosvar. Real wrestling threat. Even Arnold Allen, I like him against Arnold Allen. That's a good fight. Mm, a big kick, yeah. Ooh, Murphy's in striking. It's impressive. Murphy's fucking impressive, dude. Undefeated prospect for a reason. But man, is he letting these fucking right hands get close. He's letting these fucking right hands land. But they haven't dropped them or even, like, looked like they've affected him yet. Yeah, Emmett's landing a lot of rights in this 4th round. A lot of fucking right hands in this 4th round. Emmett had good moments, but most of it still got Murphy winning 3. Yes, I agree. I think he still pulls off this 4th round. Although, Josh Emmett landed a lot, landed maybe his best even in the 4th round. Josh Emmett still shooting for that takedown, hasn't gotten it yet. Man, Murphy is so locked in right now, it's crazy. They're obviously both locked in, it's a fucking 5-round fight, but did he just open him up in the back of his head with an elbow? I think he did. Wow. That's why you fucking always be throwing. He didn't have to throw that elbow that opened up the back of his head, but he did. Herzog just took a nice look at it. Nice. Nice little elbow there for, Lerone Murphy to end the round. Think that won in the round probably. He needs a KO. Murphy up on the scorecards for sure, for sure. For sure, guys, for sure. That's why last second, I just had to take that Lerone Murphy decision, dude. I had to. But then, I have to hit fucking, like, 10 legs tomorrow, so, like, that's obviously cooked. Lerone Murphy here. Get the decision win. Yeah, Herzog didn't like that elbow at the end of the round to the back of the head that opened the back of Josh Murphy, jeez, I'm out of it. Josh Emmett's, back of his head got opened up there a bit. Jeez, you know I've been streaming for how long when I start messing up words like that, jeez. Could be 2-2, it could be. I disagree, but some tweets are coming in saying 2-2. Well, yeah, Bisman thinks that Murphy has won all 4 rounds, obviously. I think it's close. I think the judges could have it 2-2. They've been judging heavy on the wrestling, so Cakes, what's good? Or Oaks, not Cakes, Oaks, what's good? Welcome. Very competitive fight. If this goes to the judges, I'd be surprised to see the same scorecards. Yeah, I think all judges will score this fight differently, honestly. Different round here for this guy, different round here for this guy. This 5th round does have a lot on the table here. It really does. Damn, what's up with my stream, bro? What's up with Sportsnet? Come on, Murphy, just get a decision here, bud. Just get the decision here, bud. So now, commentator Michael Bisping is commentating that he's a ref for this fight and saying that Josh Emmett needs to knock out. Just, um, maybe not score the card when they're still fighting. Maybe wait to share your opinion about that as the commentator after the judges have scored the fight, so you're not influencing it at all. But I don't know. I fucking hate Bisping on the commentator booth. He just says whatever he's thinking, and he could be thinking about something completely not even related to the fighters or the fight. He says whatever's at the top of his mind. We got Josh Emmett pointing to the center of the octagon. Bro, he does not need to throw down with you after winning this fight like how he did. How do you judge this for Josh Emmett to win a decision here? I don't see it. If he does, I'll be pretty upset that they took an undefeated fighter's O away from what? I mean, he didn't really win this fight. Wow, Lerone Murphy knocked him back a bit. Nice. Really got him dazed. Could get a late finish here. Featherweight, maybe we see a late Max Holloway versus Gaethje, UFC 300. Just knocked him out. 1 second left. Yeah, dude. Bisping is like the obnoxious uncle at the cookout who is drunk. Yeah, I agree. Emmett looks frustrated that Murphy's been bouncing around this fight, but that's how he's winning, taking him across. Yeah. He wants Murphy to just stand and bang here for 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Now Josh Emmett's mocking him for running. I don't think he was running, man. I think he fucking controlled the distance. Killed you. Killed you in all the exchanges. I don't know. Josh Emmett seems pissed. I think he knows he lost. Yeah. I mean, he was running there a bit in the 5th round, but obviously because he thinks he's winning the fight, right? Yeah, Josh Emmett was toasting him a bit there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That gained me some Josh Emmett respect points there. Blitz, I appreciate you, boss. Thank you. We'll be live next week for UFC Miami. Maybe it's with my friends or maybe it's right here. Well, I'll try and convince them to have me over, and then I could just have, like, the camera set up on me or whatever, and then I'll be drinking, and it should be fun and placing bets and stuff. Unfortunately, I think this card again, I'm literally down so much money on my parlays, bro. Literally so down bad on all of my UFC bets. On my UFC bets in the past, like, month, I'm probably down, like, 1,500, maybe more. So UFC 314, we're gonna bounce back. I got a lot of rethinking to do. This week we did honestly pretty good with our picks. We got Lerone Murphy decision, um, Barbosa chick fight to end in the first round. Uh, what was his name? Ree McKee. We had him by getting it done money line. We had Ode Osborne. That was a sick knockout. So we had a lot of good picks on this card. Just couldn't put it together. Joe Anderson sold. Torres Finney boring. Yeah. Peace, Blitz. Peace. Yeah, I'd say this card was probably like a 7 point, uh, 7.6, 7.6, 7.6 out of 10 for me. Let's just see Murphy get the decision win here, then we're gonna probably call the stream here, guys. 11:30. Wow, 49-46. Good for him. See what he says here. Why is he getting booed? 16-0. He's getting booed crazy loud in the Apex. Get those junkies out of there. Josh Emmett fans out of there. Let him talk. Like, he just beat your guy's ass for 25 minutes. Sixteen and 0 is crazy, guys. Why is he getting booed so loud though? You think he lost? All 3 judges scored it unanimously for Murphy. I guess they thought, Emmett won too. I guess they thought he was running. I don't think they thought his performance was entertaining. How are you gonna boo that performance after watching Pat Sabatini for 15 minutes? Yeah, let him fight again and then give him a title shot, honestly. Awesome. I like Lerone Murphy, man. I always have. Do that. That fight made me gain so much respect for him. Maybe exit out by strikes. Exactly, that's what he did do. We could tell who, the hometown hero was. Yeah, we could. Let's get these scorecards. All 3 judges had the first round for Emmett. S 1 judge had the 3rd round for Emmett, and then 1 judge had the 5th round for Emmett. Yeah, they're a little all over the place. They're a little all over the place. Those drunk fans at the Apex, man, no way. I miss Vegas, dude. I remember it like it was yesterday. Oh, I love Vegas. The Paris hotel, the Sphere. The Sphere's literally that close to the Paris? I didn't know that. It's literally like a walk away, and I was right beside it. Huh. I remember seeing it in all my Ubers, but I didn't know it was that close. Huh. Cool. Pretty badass, guys. Pretty badass. W fight, that was funny ass ending. Yeah, bro. The stream had its moments for sure this week. Wish I could have won something, but we'll bounce back. Oh, Winnipeg is up 2-1 in the 3rd? Did we win? Did we win? Winnipeg was up 3-1? Sorry, this is, I don't know why Sportsnet's showing NHL right now, but from Winnipeg, go Jets. Did we win today? We won, right? We won? Did we even play today? No, we lost. We lost 4-1. Oh my god, get this shit off my screen. Get this shit off my screen right now. What the fuck? We lost 4-1 and they're showing me Vancouver Canucks highlights? I'm fucking pissed. Anyways, Amen. W Stream, you're the GOAT. With the picks, would love to meet one day and talk MMA, bro. Would be dope. Watch some fights, show me around my first event. Pretty sick. Yeah, let me know, man. I'm hoping to go to the Kansas City event. I'm hoping to go to the Montreal event. So if you do go to either of those events, you'll definitely see me there. We do have a reporter at UFC Miami next week. Shout out Mike Owens. He has some really cool stuff planned for that. But yeah, another W stream, guys. I'll be live on Thursday giving you my best picks and predictions, my locks for UFC Miami 314. That is obviously Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez for the interim featherweight title. And then also some banger fights on there. Yair Rodriguez versus Pitbull making his UFC debut. Paddy the Baddy versus Michael Chandler. Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva. A lot to go down, a lot to break down. So join me Thursday. We'll be back live around 3 p.m. Central Time. And then we'll be live for the fights next week as well. Whether it's here, whether it's at a friend's house, I'll bring my camera. We'll have a good night, play some bets, hopefully win some money. So stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, another banger stream. Got to have some brewskis, of course. Stay blessed, my boy. Can't wait for that shit. Awesome, bro. Appreciate you dabbing you up virtual right now. Appreciate you always coming in, bringing good vibes to the stream. I appreciate it a lot. Having somebody to enjoy the fights with along with is always awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you. Stay blessed. Have a wonderful night. Don't be afraid to take risks. If life has you down right now, you're going to get out of that shit. So keep working, keep going hard, stay consistent. Peace.